Welcome to round 4 of the Asian Endurance Series Season 4. My name is Zachary Moselle. My partner in crime has been known to be Singapore's most successful professional racing driver. Now, in 2002, he was crowned Asian Formula 2000 champion, becoming the first Singaporean to win an international motorsports title. In 2005, he went on to become the first Singaporean to compete in Europe and also represent Singapore in the A1GP World Cup of Motorsports. In 2015, he clinched the Asian Le Mans Series Drivers' Champion title, also becoming the first Singaporean to do so. Okay, now who am I talking about? Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for my main man, Dennis Vroom Vroom Lien.
That's a new one. Vroom vroom. Okay.
I got other names, but not really appropriate. So, bro, it feels like a long wait for round 4, wasn't it?
Yeah, man. The time took a lazy, slow drag of, it just seems forever, man. But good to be back. Good to see you. And I hope you like my backdrop now. Yeah, the one with
nice
flowers.
Nice lah. Yours all nice, got flowers, got all high-tech stuff behind you. My belakang all hitam, all black heat. Okay, anyway lah. They say maybe I look better with the
black and white mask.
Okay, I think Michael Jackson black and white. Ayo. You know, Dennis, earlier on when we went, before we went on air, you mentioned you wanted to tell us something.
Yeah, we got some very interesting announcements to be made, especially for all the racing enthusiasts out there. Something to do, hint, with small go-karts. And but we'll get more into the details later on.
All right.
So,
Yep. Plus, not forgetting, we also have a new contest. Okay, but by then again, the details will be revealed to you as the show progresses. Okay, but we won't tell you so much about it. We just keep it as it progresses, on the round, the season. Then you all will know. We got secrets to keep, between us. We always this, but we're just trying to find an opportunity to let you know as the show progresses. Okay, now round 3 was in a dramatic as compared to other 2 rounds. It was hammer and tongs between Dylan Tan and Andika Rama Maulana, with Avila Baha securing 3rd and 2nd place for race 1 and race 3. Respectively. Yep. All right, man. So what's your take on the race?
Well, I think overall the clear-cut person to beat is still Dylan Tan. His consistency and his strategy, his strategy of going long seems to be paying off very, very well. And the way they drove, last round was at Bathurst, so at Brands Hatch. I mean, not exactly the easiest track, especially in the full Grand Prix at night. Right.
I told you.
How did that happen? Suddenly it's like, practicing the day, suddenly, even you were like, can't quite see the screen, It's like,
trust me, I was seeing like those fireflies moving around, in erratic order.
Yeah, but
I mean, it was we were surprised. I was surprised. No, I was like thinking like they didn't turn on the lights and realized, night race.
Yeah. For a moment, I was like, hey, wait, did my screen just hang, or was my feet just get hanged or something like that? I was like, oh, it's a night race.
I think I can imagine because we're looking at some of the cars, right? The headlight wasn't on as well. They were like, hey.
They're like trying to figure out where's my light switch. Yeah.
Yeah, but I know it's really exciting because let's take a look at round 1, race 1. Dylan Tan had the fastest lap time of 1 minute 23.592 seconds, and he took pole ahead of Andika Rama Maulana, but not without stiff competition from the latter. Because say your favorite line, hammer and tong between Dylan and Rama. So we have Avila in 3rd position, Muhammad Ali, Muhammad Tazbi as well, Marco Wong, Moreno Pratama, Sky Life, Francis Machado, Aldo Balagulan, Russell Reyes, and Fadli Rahmat. And it was one hell of a race, man. That one, I was really like,
one heck of a race weekend. Changing conditions, potentially the rain could have turned up, especially the weather, the way it was going, but it didn't happen for them, luckily. But kudos to all the guys, especially Andika, for putting up such a strong fight and taking the challenge all the way to Dylan.
That's right, Ben. I mean, it's quite interesting because initially when you started off, we had that, but we knew deep down inside that there was just going to be stiff competition from these drivers because the way they were going for the first few rounds, we knew that it was going to be a tussle between these 3 guys in front ahead. But then again, Dylan and Rama, they are the one going to provide much of the entertainment at the front. But then, of course, we know that somewhere mid down in the range, we also have our own dramas.
Yeah, dramas everywhere with this crowd of drivers. I mean, they're all equally quick. I think at the end of the day, it's whether they can just work out the last bit to eke out just a little bit more performance from the car themselves, and this, the specific track like that we have, like, well, today it's Silverstone, but in previous tracks like Brands Hatch and all that, it takes practice. You jump in and you could tell, like when Alif came in, he's been absent a little bit, and I think he's been caught up in other series. But now that he's jumped in, as good as he is, he's still struggling a little bit. But having said that, he put up a very good fight and a good show the last round.
Okay, let's look at the rest of the results. Here we have in round 3, race 2, same thing. We had Dylan Tan in first position, followed by Rama. Then Russell Reyes pulled a good one and came in third position.
Yep,
he's like the dark horse, huh?
Yep.
Okay, of course, for that lap, the fastest lap was by Andika Rama Maulana, 1 minute 23.565 seconds. And of course, not forgetting some of the guys as they were competing. You also remember the booster points bit, which later on we will elaborate later on again.
Yeah.
So it was quite difficult because you had like situations where the teammates can't catch up, for whatever the reason. So they have to hold the team. The points is so important, and that's where all the fun and excitement coming. Of course, we had to be a bit funny, right?
It's a juggle up between the points and trying to be defensive sometimes. So you don't really know what the strategy is. It basically unfolds as the race goes along, I guess.
Yeah. All right, let's the next results here we have for race 3 again. But this is a slight turn because Avila Baha managed to squeeze through and clinch second position ahead of Rama Maulana. So, of course, and then you know that the best lap was actually by Avila Baha, 1 minute 22.645. So that tells a lot.
He went for it. He was pushing it to try and close the gap down to Dylan, but it shows, like I said, the speed is there, but sometimes it's the overall strategy and how you string it all together that puts you at the front.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to round 4. All right, let's take a look at the overall results standing here. So we have a Class A right now. Dylan Tan Chilong in first position, 128 points. Of course, followed by second position, Andika Rama Maulana at 102. Russell Reyes 75 in third. Avila Baha 69 in fourth. We have joined Skyline and Marco Wong, partners at 53 points. So they're like tied to the umbilical cord there, huh? Like brothers.
Yeah, the four of them. Skyline,
Marco Wong. And Moreno Pratama at 49. Fadil Rahman at 46. Muhammad Ali 41. Francis Matrillo at 24. Aldo Balagulan 12 corrections, 21. Old man, huh? Ice cross already. Muhammad Tazbi 13, J Wong 1 and Enzo Ng. So these are the result for Class A. So right now you know how important it is. We have Rama, who's 26 points behind Dylan. So the next 3 races will be very important for him to garner as much points. Of course, Dylan will be doing the same thing, trying really hard to try to extend his lead. And
for sure.
Yep, and also for the rest, who are quite a bit behind, you have Russell Reyes, Avila Baha. I mean, we've seen this so many times. It happens on AES, right? We always like, your favorites, then something happen. We won't jinx, huh?
Well, this is like the penultimate round. So, it's important for the guys in the front to try and pull a lead, but anything can happen. So, there are 3 races, and all they have to do is make one mistake, and the points lead gets eroded very quickly. So, let's see what happens.
All right. Okay. Then also not forgetting, as going at Class A, we have the team. So currently in the lead is Kubi Racing with 181 points, followed by Legion of Races second with 148, joined with JMX Phantom. That's interesting, 148. And we have Revolt Pui Pui Racing at the 109, Team Flash 54, Veloce Ragazzo 45, Team British in 1, and of course AB3 Racing. So you can see the top. My goodness, this second and third position is all to race for.
Yeah, the second and third, they're going to be GMX and
Legion Races. Yep.
Yeah, they're going to be at it, man. This is going to be a real tussle for the second spot.
All right. Okay. Let's reveal today's list of participants, shall we? So what we have today for Class A Round 4 entry list, we have Avila Baha, Russell Reyes, Andika Rama Maulana, Fadlil Rahmat, Dylan Tan Chilong, Marina Pratama, Marco Wong, Skyline, Aldo Balagulan, and Francis Matrillo. Wow, look at
Nice.
that. Nice. So we have the guys at GM. So GMX Phantom, okay, and of course Legion of Racers. They know in team wise they have a joint score, so they're going to go all out as opposed to garner as many points as possible. Because not forgetting, for those who are new to our show, for this season we have the booster points bits. That's important because not only do the drivers get their championship points, but if the top 6 in any one of their members come in join, means they finish consecutively in the top 6, they get special points. All right, so meaning, for example, if your teammate comes in first and second, okay, you'll get additional booster points of 4 points on top of it. So there's everything to race for, but it won't be that easy. Have you seen the previous rounds that we had? A lot of close finishes, and that actually adds to the excitement of the race. And I've seen a lot of fantastic, exciting race being happening in the for today itself.
Yep. You know, it's I do feel the pressure on the guys, his teammates, you know, especially the so-called lead driver, and then you're the second guy, and then you're trying to provide support. It's like, come on, man, you got to close up the gap. And then the other guys in the other teams who are like their lead driver, you know, trying to squeeze in between. It's putting a new dimension to this whole racing series, so it's good to watch.
So even for us as the host, all juggle up. We're just always trying to keep track and who's the team member in that sense, you know. But it really opens up. I think I'm starting to appreciate the booster points and whatnot. In those days, for the first few seasons that we had, you know, it was just simple. Whoever wins, you just get the points. But this time round, we wanted to add the element of team.
Correct. So the element, the team element part, I think is also on the minds of all the drivers and their teammates. But you know, at the end of the day, racing drivers are racing drivers. They still want to go out and win it for themselves. You know, that's the ultimate goal.
Yeah, true. So, but you know, I can totally appreciate it because in those days where, you know, like you mentioning in previous seasons, you know, when it's like Formula One, you have the lead racer and you have some guy playing the supporting role. But this time around with these booster points, we are trying to eradicate that because in order for them to capitalize and gain the booster points, they have to really share strategies, work together. But sometimes you and I, we know that the plans don't really come out that well because everyone is so thinking the same thing.
Yeah, so you know the second driver, or the wingman, so to speak, the wingman has to pull his weight down here. So that's the whole point of the point system that we've put in place, right? The wingman can't just fall behind and just be a blocker. We want him to contribute to the overall team points in a meaningful way.
Yep. So I mean, it's initially. I mean, when I think when we all started off and people were thinking, oh, team, is it the same thing? I say no, totally the difference. And I'd be surprised that some of them are still trying to wrap their heads around the booster point thing.
They will at the end of the season. Then they calculate how many points, and it converts to cash, right? So yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and it's not much difference. Not only that, the individual championship points you convert to cash. Whoever wins the overall. So you know, look at this right now. You look at the chart right now. Not only just for the driver point plus winner's bonus. So not only do you get, like, so for example, you have like certain amount, it's $2 per point. Okay, that's money in hand. And if you manage to win first, second, or third position, there's more money coming in. There's 2,005 for the first driver, second 1,005, and third it's 500. And guess what? You look on the right. The teams even get it. So if your team comes in first, you get 800 and so on and so forth. So this round for season 4 is really ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching.
Man, I wish in my real world racing days that we had this kind of prize money in the lower categories. We didn't even have prize money like that in real world racing. Man.
Well, maybe got idea. But anyway, yeah. So, all right, let's reveal the list of participants today. Okay, earlier on that we have all the main team, but only one team that's not there is Flash. So, well, looking at it. So if Flash is not there, so the rest have an opportunity. Like for example, Veloce Ragazzo. This is their opportunity to gain more points to try and leapfrog them. So hopefully it comes out for them. But of course, it won't be that easy. Okay, and you know anything that happen will happen on the race itself. What's gonna happen? We won't know until we see. Hopefully, there's some more surprises. Just waiting. Scratch.
We'll just have to wait and see in a while. Silverstone will throw up some interesting surprises because it's a fast and great track, and there's some interesting technical corners as well.
Okay, so before we chat the circuit, all right, we're going to go for a short commercial break. So when we come back, we'll be talking more about today's not so mystery circuit anymore.
Yeah.
Penrite, a 100% Aussie company, pride themselves on their commitment to all forms of motorsport in Australia, from the very grassroots to competing and succeeding at the highest level. It's always been a big part of their DNA. And this real-world testbed for their products ensures the lubricants and fluids you buy for your vehicle have benefited from the development of being punished in a way that only competition can. Penrite, it competes, you win.
Air, fuel, spark, the trinity of power. You need all three to bring your engine to life. Kenny and Norm knew that, which is why for over 50 years, the company that bears their name has been re-engineering what filtration can do. Engineered to protect against dirt and scientifically proven to provide up to 50% more airflow. K&N, 50 years of performance and innovation.
Welcome back, and you're watching Asian Endurance Series Round 4 with Zachary and Dennis. Well, today's mystery circuit, which was revealed on Friday evening, is none other than Silverstone Circuit. Now, we all know that Silverstone Circuit is a motor racing circuit in England near North Hampshire, villages of Silverstone and Whittlebury. It is the current home of the British Grand Prix, which is first hosted as the 1948 British Grand Prix. Now, Silverstone declares itself the home of British racing with a history stretching back to 1948. Now, there is some justification to the claim. Always one of the fastest circuits, Silverstone has developed from its windswept airfields origins into one of the most recognized in world motorsports. Now, home to the British Grand Prix on 2 and 4 wheels, today the circuit boasts in its own interactive museum, the Silverstone Experience, as well as thriving business parks. Now, home to motorsport businesses including Aston Martin Formula One team. Now, outside of the Grand Prix, each year the track plays host to a wide variety of national racing and extremely popular historic meeting, the Silverstone Classic. Now, with a length of 5.891 kilometers and with the longest spread out section of 1,034 meters, it is certain one of the pride and joy of the British racing aficionado. Now, Dennis, would you do us the honor of talking us through the onboard lap video of the Silverstone circuit?
Sure, my pleasure. Okay, we are coming up to, where is this? Let me see.
This is about around your lap.
This
okay,
is what,
no,
this
this
is the complex.
this
is the complex.
Yep.
Yeah, it's coming around the last one. This is Brooklands, I think. Yeah.
So
it's coming up to the start-finish line.
That's right.
Yeah. And basically, we're going through the gears right now. Fourth gear,
okay.
Fifth gear. Coming up to Cox Corner. Cox Corner is very, very quick. It's fifth gear here, down to fourth. Bit of a break. Wow, lots of curb. And you try to not use too much of the exit strips. Now pull the car to the right and to the left to Maggots and Beckett's.
Maggots and Beckett's.
Yeah, it's called Beckett because it's like a worm, right? You know.
Yeah.
Maggots and Beckett's, and then you come up to, I believe it's this part here is you've already passed Chapel, and now we're coming back down the
Hanger Straight. Is it? This is what I mean?
Hanger Straight.
Yep.
Yeah, this is the Hanger Straight here, and heavy braking. Stowe corner.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And basically now it's coming up to the new chicane that's been put in place. I call this the chicane because it didn't exist back in the day when I was racing here.
Okay. They call it now the club, no? I don't know. I mean, it looks like a golf.
Yeah,
club,
this is coming up to club corner.
Okay.
Now this is where it gets confusing for me because in the past, Abbey that's coming up used to be a left turn, but now it's become a right turn. So it's a right turn now, and now it goes to the farm section or something like that. That's what they call it.
The farm straight, as I mean, yep.
The farm straight, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And this is the extended loop that has made the track, I think about 400 over meters longer than previously. And it then leads back into what is the name?
No, they got the Hamilton. They
this is the Hamilton. This is the Hamilton Straight, right?
No, it should be the one now.
Well, down the gears again to third gear. This is it's back to the complex. Oh, big oversteer there. Got to control the speed because you're back to the complex, and then this is the last corner before the start-finish line again. and the drive is very good. It gets very interesting when it's wet over there. I wonder whether it's going to rain today.
Trust me.
So that's one lap of the new Silverstone circuit.
That's right. But just to let you know, it wasn't me driving, because if it was me doing that, right, I would have gone straight into the complex. But anyway, yeah, I mean, it's something I would say it's one of the fastest circuit. But again, I mean, personally, have you raced on Silverstone? No.
Back in the day, back in 2005.
Wow.
So, like I said, the layout was different. When you reach Abbey, Abbey is now on the right turn. When I raced it, Abbey was a left turn that led into a very fast right-hander called the bomb hole. And that one really focused your mind, man, in the Formula car. Then it went back into the complex again. So yeah, back in the day, it was some sections were a little bit more flowy. Especially towards the chicane section and all that, but it's pretty much the same, especially from Corps, Maggots, Beckett's, Chapel, the Hanger Straight, it's all pretty much the same.
Yeah, I mean, look at it, right? There's like 16 turns and whatnot, but I know
there's 18 turns now. 18 turns. Yeah, last time it was I think 16, something like that.
It's all complicating, right? But anyway, I tried. I think my favorite, right? You're right. There was the Maggots and Beckett's. I think, but the pace I'm driving is upbeat kind of pace, no. I just can't go through. But I've seen some of the guys really going about it, and if they don't nail it right, it's quite bad because coming out of Chapel, that's the important bit because you're going to go straight into the Hanger Straight, right? So
correct. Yeah. So your exit in Chapel is critical, but in real life, it's a very wide exit. The track narrows in, but it widens out on the exit. So the drive out, you can carry a lot more speed than you think, but it's easy to overdo it as well. So it's a bit of a fine line. And also the speed, because back in the day I was racing Formula cars, with wings and slicks. So it was very fast through where the corners that really get your mind is turn one at Corps, and you're going in, it's like, cars are trying to be 2 abreast, 3 abreast. It's a high opener. And then when you go through Maggots and Beckett's, it's almost flat out at the start. So that sequence of corners is everybody kind of goes into the single file mode. Because if you're a hero going through Maggots and Beckett's side by side, yeah,
it's a big no.
it really wakes you up, man. So, but no, you just generally try to go single file through Maggots and Beckett's.
So you reckon
it's fast?
It's fast. I know.
Very fast, right?
For me, driving at a slow pace, right, it really felt fast. So can you imagine how your guys are really like?
It's a circuit that's very well suited for Formula cars, clearly. So if you're driving a car with big wings and slicks, it's amazing. But nowadays, even the GT cars, they've got quite a significant amount of downforce. So they go through those corners like I said, Corps, Maggots, Beckett's, Chapel. They go through there very, very quickly. The rest of it is fairly technical and fairly straightforward. But again, got to be precise to get the best out of it.
How difficult is this circuit actually? I mean,
I found it a little bit difficult to learn. Actually, of all things, it looks simple, right? But because it's flat and there's the feet, the runoff areas are very far away. The walls are very far away, right? Especially through like Maggots and Beckett's and all that, because there's no real reference points and it's fast. And the Formula car is sitting very low, so it's like, in my days, what simulator you're talking about? You're just watching hopefully videos of old races there in a Formula car or something. So, yeah, trying to pick out the features, the turn-in points accurately, your clip points and your exit points. It's a bit challenging, but once you get it, it's it's just like any other track.
Now that you mention it, right? I mean, after going through the sim, that was a problem I faced, whether to put the car on the left or the right. No, can you imagine now if we were to put you in a Silverstone, then you go down to Abbey there, what are you turning right? You're turning left.
Yeah, if you don't show me the new layout now, I'll be like, why is this idiot turning left and into the grass? Is like, yeah. So it was definitely. I actually found Silverstone a little bit more challenging to learn initially than even Spa. I found of all things Spa actually relatively easy because maybe like I said, the reference points in Spa are closer. The track, you can actually, as you're going downhill now, you can see the turn-in points, you see other sections of the track. So Spa is more visible. This thing Silverstone being flat, because Spa has really big gradient changes, Oil Rouge and all that. So but Silverstone being flat is featureless, and the runoff is quite featureless also. So it's like I couldn't quite pick the reference points initially.
But don't like there's like in regulations that they put something there to tell you, I mean, I know that some of the.
You got the brake markers, but you come up to a circuit where it's very, very flat. You don't just use brake markers a lot of times. You use like features, the guardrails, the fencing, the building structure, or something like in Brands Hatch, right?
Yeah.
There are trees here. The track.
The reference.
You can literally see the track coming up and it's turning and left. So you can, in your mind, you can prepare. But Silverstone's flat.
I noticed that they put little small signs at the site where you're going to turn, But when I was trying...
See, if a circuit needs to do that, it shows you how featureless it is. And on top of that, it's a very fast circuit. So it's like, you can put a sign, small little arrow, whatever, then you're going at 260, it's like, did I just miss the arrow? then the next thing you know, I'm in the gravel, there's gravel flying everywhere.
Yeah, but actually look at it, right? For this circuit, for example, for a competitor, which part of the circuit would be an opportunity for them to overtake?
I think in the GTs, obviously the chicanes, you'll see a lot of, after the hangar straight, the chicane section just before club, right? A lot of overtaking does take place. I think I sent you the link to see the British GT, right?
Yeah.
And you can see a lot of overtaking has occurred in that section. Because, it's still wide enough and you're slowing down a lot. So if you get the draft from the hangar straight, you can actually do quite a bit of overtaking there. Where else? Cops Corner if you're brave. I would love to see that happen in a GT car, but usually it's only in the high downforce Formula cars. They might even overtake from the outside or diving in from the inside. Where else is there that is a good chance for overtaking? Maybe to the farm section, because there's a lot of heavy braking into 90-degree lefts and things like that. So those areas, we could witness a couple of interesting overtaking moves.
I don't know, personally, when I first started, I felt that first turning into cops is like, you try to accelerate, but you haven't reached there yet. In your mind, like, you're going to hit that speed. But before you actually do so, it's shucks, I've got to make that right-hand turn already. And that's it. And next thing when you make that turn, you go through
maggots and Beckett's, yeah. I know. Okay, the thing about cops is, as you get to the speed, you're really going very fast. And where the real reference point is to the edge of the pit wall on the right side. As the pit wall starts to disappear, you can see it curving around. That's when you start to turn in. And you're turning in really fast, man. I can tell you that one. So, and you can't see the exit ripple strip because it's blocked by the wall. So you're kind of turning in blind towards an apex that's somewhere around that wall, and the ripple strip appears.
Only when you turn and you miss and you realize your eyes go like, I've got to turn a bit tighter.
If you miss it, then you're going to be riding a lot of ripple strips on the exit. But at least there's concrete ripple strips and all that. You don't get stuck in the gravel.
Oh, these British people thinking, man, when they designed this.
They said, well, this is the old runway with a 2X, and see how I could string some ribbon of tarmac around it. I think the initial tarmac around it was the service road around the runway. Yeah, you know what I mean? So they kind of like, let's make a corner here because the road actually goes here,
Yeah, you can go on Google Map and you take that pen shot, right? And you realize that actually there are other roads around. So okay, you don't see you start turning the wrong way.
Honestly, it was, to be honest, the early days, the layout of Silverstone circuit was to use part of the service roads around the runway itself. It's two runways with a cross section like that. Yeah, and in fact, the runway still exists today. The Formula One teams, until I think like in the early mid 2010s, right? They were doing high-speed testing and whatnot, and I think they still do on the runways. So Formula One teams,
that the no tem, that there's no racing activities, all the drivers get heart attack.
Exactly. No Thames. Pilot talk.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I mean, if it is the case, because right now we're looking at the score, the guys know that this round is very important, as much as it's a mystery round. But here, I don't know whether it's going to be a make it or break it bit, because everyone is really going out for points, especially the two teams, and that they're going to try their very best, like LOR and for example JMX Phantom. They know there's a
They're
lot
really
riding
tight for
this.
points, yeah.
So usually for our seasons we have like some people do turn up or don't turn up for whatever the reasons, but they know that in this sense there's a lot up for grabs. So every point is important. So planning that from experience, say from planning a strategy, how would you actually use the word attack this circuit?
Well, in this circuit, it's about speed. You just gotta get as much speed out of it as you can. And for the guys, because it's round 4, this is the penultimate round. It's all to fight for the points. And the guys that are in the top 3, it's going to get serious now. The heat is on, and I think, especially JMX and LOR, they're going to have to really duck it out to see which team ends up on the run-up spot as opposed to the second run-up spot. You see, so the pressure is on those drivers. I think they're going to have to really bring their A game today
to the class A.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it'll be interesting.
What you're just saying is I think we're in it for a very exciting race. I think the drivers know that it's also very, very important for them to give it their best. But like you said, not everything is all perfect. They are victims to whatever we give them in the conditions. So
I wonder whether it will rain.
Snow. No, I don't think snow will be quite a bit unreliable. But anyway, you know what? All right, it's time for another commercial break. But when we come back, Dennis will share with us the good news he mentioned at the start of the show. So see you then.
Penrite, a 100% Aussie company, pride themselves on their commitment to all forms of motorsport in Australia, from the very grassroots to competing and succeeding at the highest level. It's always been a big part of their DNA. And this real-world testbed for their products ensures the lubricants and fluids you buy for your vehicle have benefited from the development of being punished in a way that only competition can. Penrite, it competes, you win.
Welcome back. You're live with the Asian Endurance Series Season 4, Round 4. The mystery circuit is Silverstone Circuit. But guess what? Before we carry on, Dennis, earlier on you mentioned that you have some fantastic news for our viewers. Can you please put us out of misery and tell us what it is?
Well, Asian Endurance Series actually started not as an online series, but as a proper corporate karting championship. So now that the borders are all open between Singapore and Malaysia, we've taken the opportunity to relaunch the Asian Endurance Series Karting Championship once again. So yes, for all you racing enthusiasts out there who really enjoy real physical driving and racing and bumping each other and rubbings racing, you can come and join us for the opening round of the Asian Endurance Series Karting Championship, which commences on the 25th of June at the Iskandar X Park facility just across the border in Johor. So, please sign up. Come. So yeah, but okay. So what is the Asian Endurance Series Karting Championship? It's a 3-hour endurance corporate event. Basically, we have 2 classes this time round. We have a pro class limited to 3 drivers only, and basically 3 drivers will have to race it out for 3 hours. In the corporate category, we have basically a minimum of 3 drivers, up to 6 drivers can participate and share the kart throughout the 3-hour race. And round 1, like I said, is starting on the 25th of June. Round 2, which is it's going to be at round 1 at Iskandar. Round 2 will be at Sendayan in Seramban on the 16th of July. Round 3 will be on the 20th of August at X Park Serene, which is the biggest indoor go-kart track in Southeast Asia. That's in KL. Then we will head back to X Park Sendayan, the one in Seramban, on the 24th of September. Then that's for round 4. Then round 5, you will go back to X Park Serene in KL on the 15th of October. And then the final round, we'll hold it back again at X Park Iskandar in Johor on the 26th of November. I'm not wearing my glasses.
Both words, like I said, they use different fonts now for eyes. Yeah, but
Exactly.
but of course, there are other things that we need to let them also know. It's more than 5 turns and more than 50 kilometers per hour.
So I know you wanna take a poke at all the karting fun karts in Singapore. Yeah, unfortunately for all you guys in Singapore, and one of the reasons why we don't visit Singapore for this event is because a lot of the tracks are, because of legal reasons and all that, you can't go above 50 kilometers now on the fun kart event. Whereas in Malaysia, we don't have such limits. So we're going above, we can touch about 80 kilometers now as fast as proper race
Serious,
cars.
80 kilometers? Really?
Yeah, and we have definitely more than 5 turns. I think most of the tracks have actually a minimum of 15 to 16 turns, man. Some of them even more than that. So it's going to be very, very interesting. The Iskandar track is very nice and flowy. I had a little bit of a hand in it as well. The Sendayan track is challenging. That's a really tough track in Seramban. Even the race karters that think, it's a fun kart, most of them, after the first 30-minute session, right, you can see their eyeballs are like, man, I'm going to die. This track is no joke. And Serene, although it looks, like just an indoor kart track that looks fairly tight, but it's such a beautiful flow. So I think the circuits that we bring our championship to, we can honestly say that they're probably the nicest circuits in Southeast Asia in terms of fun karts, and it's just brilliant facilities for corporate events like what we're holding here.
Okay. So, sometimes you're wondering, we have a little small squeeze, because we're thinking of this go-karting. Because, for me, go-karting is not like the kind, like you say, like in Singapore, the safe one. And I've seen a couple of our teammates have gone up and to try it out. And wow, I looked at it. It's serious stuff, man. It's serious stuff.
Yeah, Zach, you should have been here, man. Everybody was having so much fun. They almost didn't want to go back to Singapore, man. Everybody was like, I want to stay here and come back for more. I want to do more karting.
I was with them, in spirit and in spirit, and they were keeping me updated with the videos, saying, "No, man, you should be here. Look, this me." And you had like everyone going crazy. We had Brian, we had Erwin, we had William, and they were having so much fun. Some of them so shacked they had to crawl out of the go-kart. I didn't know it was that bad until you were telling me about it.
It's quite tiring, man. It's quite tiring. It's very involving, and but it's just great fun, man.
Excellent. I mean, in the sense, because for us is like you're saying that we've organized it, but people don't quite really understand, because in the back of their mind, go-karting, okay lah, this is a fun leisure thing. Like you go to Sentosa, you drive the luge, it's like nothing, man. Nothing.
No, this is not the luge, man. This is real stuff. You're hitting 80 clicks an hour, and you can really race side by side with each other, but in a safe fashion. The circuits that we're using have been specifically designed, like on this edge of the tracks, they've got the double special absorbing pipes with are spring loaded, and the go-karts themselves are full bumpered front and back, so you can't. There's no way of climbing over and tipping over. So it's very safe, and basically it's geared towards corporates and professionals who just want to have fun, want to experience motorsports, but don't necessarily want to get too serious about it. So we make the barrier to entry very easy. You just come in, sign up. It's like an arrive and drive. The cart's provided. We service everything for you. We make sure the carts are very equal, because we get our team to work with the X-Park folks to make sure and ensure that every cart is as similar as possible. Fresh tires are put in, and basically you just have fun. Even if you don't even have a helmet, we can provide helmets for you on the day itself. But yeah, if you have all the gear, by all means, bring it on. And if corporates sign up, yeah, exactly. Because sometimes you rather not have the smelly helmet, right?
I can imagine all of you taking
your own smelly helmet along. Yeah,
you said spray your helmet inside.
No, they have balaclava. They give you the disposable balaclavas and all that. But generally, it's a great networking event. People from everything from doctors to lawyers to bankers, people involved in the commodity financial markets. We get all sorts of people joining. And basically, it's a fun event. It's great for networking. There's food catered as well at each round, so you're gonna have fun basically.
I can't wait. I think all of our listeners must be like wet in the mouth right now, thinking, "Oh, it's really well." Maybe we will just maybe screen them a short video of what's to be expected. Okay,
yes.
So keep your eyes glued. I wanted to say, play it again.
Yeah, that was beautiful footage, man. The guys did a good job editing that. That was basically their trial and the experience over the last 2 weeks. I think we almost had to chase Irwin and William and Brian away. They were like going to camp there for good already.
Go home. But,
go back.
Balik. No, but the thing is I mean the viewers will get, hey, why so empty? No, they closed the whole thing just for us to take video, okay? But on an actual day, that place I think is really, really packed.
Oh, no,
It's crazy. I've seen some of our guys coming, all looking very shagged, all like sitting down, staring, and say, how many rounds have we gone? It's only 10 minutes, but no, man. I just can't imagine, being totally all shacked and tight. So I was just joking that did any of you have to like literally crawl out of your go-kart?
Well, stumble out.
Stumble out, looking cool, right? Hey, but then is the thing, another question. What if I'm say a greenhorn and I've never tried go-karting in a sense? Is there someone to like teach me, or just say go in there, this is the accelerator, this is the brake, the main thing is don't langgar people, is it?
No. I mean, if you're a first timer, it would be preferable for you to go to X-Park or a similar facility in Singapore, KF1 or something like that, to just try out karting first. If you like it, then definitely come and join us. If you, basically, and you've got friends, because this is a team event, if you've got friends that have the similar, bug for speed, and you try karting, you like it, this is definitely your venue for you to basically experience real motorsports, where you are going to race wheel to wheel with each other in a proper endurance format. And it's basically the lowest hanging fruit of any competition that you can find in the region. I mean, our entry fees are for a sport event, it's only 2,800 ringgit. So, it's basically barely $900 Singapore. And you can share it among, 6 friends to have 3 hours of incredible racing fun. And and you could possibly go away with a trophy and all the bragging stories at the bar you know, that you took part in a race in a proper, event that has lent it some proper credibility instead of all the bar talk. I'm faster than you, and they said, prove it. Come to us. Come and race with us, man. That's the best way to do it, right? Bring your buddies along, and you say you're faster than me. Okay, let's jump in a cart. Equal machine. Try it out, man. Zach, you say you're faster than me. Okay.
I
Zach,
never say
prove
for
it, man.
wait, maybe on track, if I run with you, I'm faster than you, okay?
Maybe.
Like kaki, the legs only, I can sprint. But you ask me in the wheels, no. I'll just wait for you at the finishing line. You just carry on.
A lot of the younger guys is like, Uncle Dennis is old man already. And it's like, yeah, okay. You're faster than me. Try it out.
You do and catch me if you can.
You can try. Catch me if you can.
Yeah. But it's not just only the go-kart. Apparently, I heard that the whole atmosphere, the place there is different from a normal go-kart. Like in Singapore, we have just normal go-kart track and that's about it, right? But it's like a whole feel, the whole ambience, the whole area. There's a lot of things that they can do as well.
Well, that's the whole point. You see, we're not sanctioned motorsports per se, in the sense that you need a competition license, you need a team entrant license, you need a full serious, full-on racing suit. Just the gear and the helmets and all that kind of stuff sets you back a couple of $1,000s. And if you do proper sanctioned, even karting events with a CIK sanctioned race, that is going to cost you, just buying those carts are like what, 20,000 Singapore dollars, So it's an order of magnitude. It's so much higher. So therefore, the barrier to entry for the average Joe is just it's not so easy even to get into that kind of proper competitive karting. So we're using this platform to actually encourage, people who are vaguely interested in some kind of motorsports competition, but don't want to go through the whole rigmarole of getting a racing license, special gear, special training, because you can't just jump into a kart race, a proper CIK, KF1 standard kart race, without months of practice and expensive equipment and getting prepared for it physically. So whereas in our case, it's like we give you a taster of what real racing is, and it is real side-by-side racing in a pretty serious car. But you don't have to go through all that, serious training, license, blah, 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 blah. And it's more of a fun event. That's why, in an enduro format, you bring your buddies along, and then you can have the banter. I'm faster than you. I lasted longer, and this and that. So
body aches, everything.
Exactly, So it's a bit of a laugh. Like I said, AES started for a bit of laughs and giggles, but it became a lot more serious in a sense that the facilities at X Park and the people that came to participate, they're all professionals, and X Park is a beautiful track. It's not just a circuit, but it's a theme park in a sense that they have rope challenge, they have archery, they have ATVs, they have zip lines, they have water sports. It's got everything there. It's a full theme park that caters, and they got proper food, F&B services there and all that. So it's so inviting in a sense. It's not your typical racetrack. It's more than that. So it's a very family-friendly facility. You got a grandstand. People have tables to sit. So yeah, it's just a wonderful place to chill together.
Yeah. So when you mentioned family, so this is not like those places where the dads will be racing and the kids do nothing, but like that you mentioned all the facilities there, so that there's something for everyone to do.
Exactly. If you look back at the video, right, when they were running and the lights on top, in actual fact, where the karts were going around, there's actually a rope challenge on top of the kart track.
Ayo.
So the kids and all that can actually do a full rope challenge, getting across a rope obstacle at 2 levels, 2nd and 3rd floor. So the rope challenge is going about while the karts are running around. And then next to it, where there's looks like a warehouse building, archery is actually taking place in there.
You got archery?
So yeah, got archery, you got futsal, you got badminton court, you got zip lines flying out across the lake, there. So it's a mega facility at X Park Iskandar.
Well, so it's not like a one-day thing, lah. You can stay for 4 days, lah.
Oh, you can stay. They have chalets. I mean, Brian and William, the rest of the guys, booked 2 chalets. That's why they didn't want to go back.
No
so
wonder
the chalet was
busy,
on the. That's why, Zach, you missed out, man.
Wow,
they could have stayed them at the facility.
They were working very hard. Very hard. Yeah,
very hard. Okay,
I'll talk to them later. No, working very hard now.
They were very dedicated to their job.
They're busy and all that stuff.
Tough job.
They were
This
like,
is a-
they were showing me snippets of video of the work they were doing. No, wow, look at it, they're putting these guys now under the sun or what, outside there taking shots. But actually, they got 2 chalet, book everything.
Not only
got
that,
massage as well.
the karting where got sun. We are under full shelter. Rain also we can race lah, full shelter lah.
They were saying, why damn hot, no, don't hot the place. Oh, and then my body, not from carrying the cameras, because from karting.
Karting.
Basket, no, your guys.
They did a lot of rounds. I think they did at least 6 rounds.
6 rounds, busy, they're all busy.
Camera footage, got to get the shots to see for the.
So
video.
first round they put camera at the back. Then next round is the front, right? Then they put over the front.
That's why the footage so atas, you see, very
I was
cool.
thinking,
Like,
wow, a lot of work.
excellent.
Those poor guys must be working, got no break, everything. So now I know.
Now you know. You see, you wasted. The next time round, you better come.
I try. Must not, then. All right. Okay, besides the go-karting good news, which all of you must be rubbing your palms together with glee, we at AS have been busy with other things. Here's a sneak preview of what's in the works. Hi, nice lot, nice right, nice. Cause
Nice.
more news will be revealed to you on how you can get your hands on them pretty soon. But when I first saw it, I look at the Iron Man glove now.
Yeah. I actually had a good pleasure of testing them at the go-kart track.
You tested it, yeah?
Yeah, I tested it.
Of course, like now, you put it
Very
on
nice
nice or
gloves.
nothing, look nice, huh? But I really, it's like, wow, exciting, man. I mean, if you tried all the different sets, lah.
I tried 2. I think the lighter colored, the mixed light blue, and the other one. And I was using the pure red one most of the time. Works very, very well for karting because, especially if you're going for a lot of sessions, because you don't want to get blisters and whatnot. And these gloves are very, they're breathable, so you don't get your hands all soaking wet. It basically it works. It just works brilliantly. The cut is nice. The main thing is also, nowadays when we come out and then the phone rings and all that, you can actually, because, normal racing gloves, you can't work your phone, right? So this one's like, because it's got the conductive leather on it, you can actually touch it and you can work your phones without taking off your gloves, which is a big thing. And it's great for the guys who are doing the e-racing championship. So that, like for example, at the starts of the Brands Hatch race, they're trying to find the switch, right? On how to turn on the lights. A lot of them are probably on the screen or something like that, right? So they're like, and if they're using real racing gloves, the thing doesn't work. You can't touch the screen and turn on your lights. So they'll be like taking off their gloves to try and touch the screen. That would be pretty funny. So yeah, our gloves definitely have a performance advantage in that sense.
Yeah, not only they look good on you, the colors and all, but there's some practical sense. I know when we came out with the design and a lot of the teammates were saying, hey, this is the problem we face, lah. Like you always have a pen with a touch screen thingy, right? But at the point in time, your hand is full, and that suddenly come in handy. So I think that would be something very interesting for it, because I really like it too. I wore it, and the first thing that actually I felt it was when I put on the gloves. Right, it had this nice snug feeling. It doesn't feel that stiffness.
The cut is good. The cut is good. Yeah, definitely. It works well in the real karting, and I think it'll work very well for the guys in our online racing side.
Can't wait to get your hands on one of those, right?
Definitely.
For those of you who are like drooling right now, don't worry, the opportunity will be made known to you, and we'll tell you firsthand through our social media platform how to get your hands on a pair or more. You never know. If you're a family guy like myself, and we will just buy the set for everyone. Just weird to get used to it, right? All right, don't go away. The practice session will start pretty soon, but before that happens, here's a word from our sponsors.
Penrite, a 100% Aussie company, pride themselves on their commitment to all forms of motorsport in Australia, from the very grassroots to competing and succeeding at the highest level. It's always been a big part of their DNA. And this real-world testbed for their products ensures the lubricants and fluids you buy for your vehicle have benefited from the development of being punished in a way that only competition can. Penrite, it competes, you win.
Air, fuel, spark, the trinity of power. You need all three to bring your engine to life. Kenny and Norm knew that, which is why for over 50 years, the company that bears their name has been re-engineering what filtration can do. Engineered to protect against dirt and scientifically proven to provide up to 50% more airflow. K&N, 50 years of performance and innovation.
Welcome back to the Asian E-Endurance Series Season 4, Round 4. Hey, Dennis.
Wow, you got the gloves,
Shock
Yeah,
lah, look at that. Yeah,
This one really looks like the Iron Man gloves,
yeah lah, just have to cover my face only lah. You know, like, I just want to reiterate that this is really it's not, look at that. I don't have the biggest of hands, but when I first put it on, right, it felt really nice. It's not because I've actually used other gloves and they have that really like the seam that's inside. It feels pretty uncomfortable. Yeah.
Correct. This one, the seam doesn't seem to bite in, and the breathable material really helps because when you're doing a lot of sessions in the karting, and I guess even to some extent if you're doing long sessions in your e-racing side, because the e-racing side there's no airflow, so that doesn't help. Yeah, because I know I've actually used proper racing gloves when you're doing e-racing. I tend to notice it's very different from real cars in the sense that I drive formulas and LMP cars where there's airflow, you see. So it tends to get a little bit warm with the real racing gloves. But whereas this one, I think the material works very well, and the rubberized paddings on the inside of your palm. That really worked very well on the karting side.
Yeah, we try. Yep, it works. Look. Wait, I get camera. See, no bluff. Real. Real.
It does.
It does. Okay.
For real.
Yeah, for real. One is
touch.
lovely. Okay, man, this will be my new suit, man. My wife's asking me, okay, now you can go to the gardens and clear the weeds.
Very expensive, very atas-looking gardening gloves.
Atas, man. But it's good right after you do gardening. You want to swap, right? Then straight we can jump onto the rig and then start racing. But of course, the wife will say, "Oh no, you gotta clear the trash." Not with these gloves. But yeah. So if you're feasting your eyes on this, it's the real thing. Okay. We will let you know when you can get your hands on these. But
coming soon.
Coming.
Akan datang.
You can play Iron Man, Spider-Man, Batman. But Batman got gloves are all black by this game. But anyway, it's really comfortable. So so keep your eyes peeled, and you will know when this will be on sale. Well, let's let you know the gloves are not the only thing. Okay, there are other products in the pipeline, but AES being AES as it is, we won't tell you the whole thing. You just open your eyes and possibly.
And I've tested a few of the products also. It works very well. All the other stuff that's coming up soon.
That's right. So, when Dennis says it's good, it's good. Don't take his word for it because he's quite fussy, lah. We know, lah. You're fussy, but of course, we did consult him. So if it's good for Dennis, it's good for you. Thank you.
Oh, man. The sound effects are coming in now.
slowly coming in. All right, for those of you just joined us, welcome to the Asian Endurance Series. This is season 4, round 4, the mystery circuit, which all you will know is Silverstone. And I think all our racers are really all excited and raring to go.
Must be raring to go.
They must be raring to go because I know I'm raring to go and I'm not racing.
Okay.
All right, man. But I just can't wait for that opportunity. I know the guys have gone. I heard it. They keep telling me that Zach, you should go. They say they were busy working, Apada. So I also busy working now. Yeah.
Fun work.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yep. So, if you're free, it's gone down. Don't forget to check the schedule. The dates we will actually let you know is on our Facebook site. And here we have round 1, 25th of June, round 2, 16 July, round 3, 20th of August, round 4, 24th September, round 5, 15 October, and round 6, 26th of November. Please mark those dates down on your own diary and make it a point to join us, because there's I guarantee you lots of excitement. It's a beautiful place to be in. You can trust my words because I saw it on the video and I think it looks really good. These guys, ask Dennis himself, he's living the life right now, but
and there are more than 5 corners and it's more than 50 kilometers an hour. Don't tell for, just go down. You just Google and don't locate their location, okay? Because it's not easy to find now. Those guys from Singapore come over to Johor. Now the borders are open. It's just literally 5-minute drive from the second link into the X Park Iskandar. That's how close it is.
That's right.
Just try it for yourself. I think within 2 sessions you're gonna get hooked. That place, the carts, the facility, everything, and then you can decide whether you want to come and join us for our championship.
True. Hey, do they have like massage parlors there now? Because after racing the body ache, they need to straighten. I cannot go back home.
That one I can point you in the right direction. No problem.
Yep. So I think it's very important. People like me, especially if I jump inside and start to race, then come back, because a lot of them complaining body ache. And I thought the body ache was because of all the hard work. Anyway, here we kicked off the free racing.
What? It's wet. What do you know?
Raining, What's this? Russell Reyes blowing.
Who is this? Is it Russell Reyes?
Russell Reyes.
Oh man, it's on it, huh?
Ooh, look at that.
What? Club corner? Is that
yep,
Club
looks
corner,
like it.
by the looks of it.
Yep. And we have here, wet day.
Oh, no.
Man, like this.
You see coming up. Yeah, okay. This is Club corner. Yeah,
so track wet, track temperature 14 degrees. Yep, look at the symbol there. It's raining with a little plus sign there. Hopefully it's not going to be torrential season. Maybe it never happens there. But it...
it does. It does get torrentially wet. When I went for my driver training at the Jim Russell School in Silverstone itself, it was basically pouring down cats and dogs, man. So it can get very wet out there as well. So this is realistic. I mean, it does happen. The UK weather, what do you expect? One moment it's dry, then next moment the rain comes down. It's soggy, man.
It's not like last time I went to Scotland, right? And every day it was nice summer weather. It's only like 1 or 2 days and the rest is all moody kind of weather.
Yeah,
rain. Yeah,
exactly. And you got to be careful on the ripple strips, because once it gets wet, the ripple strips on the exit can get very slippery. In the dry, the ripple strips gives you, like, what he just did, clipping all that ripple. That can be risky. Not so much maybe on the apex, but on the exit especially. And the car is loaded on the outside edge, so that you have to avoid the ripple strips as he comes out of the corner.
All right, but now we understand that for this, for Class A, they've got 2 sets of tires. Now, how important the choice for these tires in wet weather?
Oh, no. So in wet conditions, it's just wet. There's only one set. So there's an unlimited supply of wet weather tires now. So whatever your previous dry tire strategy was. Oh, that's why you see he hit the ripple strips on the braking. And that's how he lost it. And just as I was saying that, you got to be careful of the ripple strips. Francis Petrillo just basically fell for that typical mistake that a lot of people make when you're driving in the wet.
Well, it's not easy.
Got to be careful.
Yeah.
So in terms of wet weather tires, when it's wet, you got any amount. There's no limit in terms of the usage rate. So it's completely different strategy with regards to wet conditions, with regards to tires. And here we are. We've got
Maulana right now.
Maulana. Yep. Maulana is on it.
Yep, he's one of the top contenders. Okay.
Oh! You see, they got on the ripple strips. His tail got a little bit loose down there. He was good to catch it, but they've got to be very careful with the ripple strips. He's going in a bit hot through that sequence of corners, but still managing to hold it together.
So I reckon the level of degree of skill really comes in right now because it's not easy to race wet weather.
It's not easy to race the wet weather in real life, but even especially in the virtual world, because you can't really feel, well, maybe less so the ability to feel the loss of grip through the steering wheel. It depends on the quality of your force feedback steering wheel system, I guess. Okay. It's coming through the complex now towards the start-finish line. So Maulana has basically got on the inside of who is he just overtaking? Trilio, right?
Yeah, I think it's the Villa, but now coming.
No,
Look
it's
at
Dylan.
Dylan Tan right now. Oh, look at that.
And Dylan. Oh, practice session, guys. Take it easy. Oh, from Klopp's corner.
Is this what's going to happen later on?
Run wide. Oh, big oversteer.
Oh my
goodness. Spun Dylan around.
Free practice.
Guys, free practice, lah, guys. Chill.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Look at that. On the bottom of the left-hand screen, you can see what's happening there. It's amazing. I mean, the rivalry is real, huh?
Intense.
Intense. Nice.
It's intense. Practice session only, guys. Let them go. It's okay.
If the practice session is anything to go by, the actual race, we got a real good race on our hands with the weather and all that. And here we have Aldo Balagulan. Now, he and his teammate know that they have to capitalize on this situation, this opportunity, because Team Flash not participating for this round, so they've got an opportunity to garner as many points as possible to take them up the rankings.
The ladder,
of the team.
yeah.
That's right.
Especially the Steam standings, they can bypass Team Flash. Well, that was an interesting practice session. A little bit, shall we say, aggressive, but here we are.
Yep. I mean, look at it. It's gonna be basing on the last 3 rounds that we had, we know it's gonna be a tough fight. Whether it rains, snow, if there's ever no opportunity, they will be racing.
Yeah, definitely. These guys are all very skilled drivers, and they will basically embrace whatever conditions that is thrown to them, and I'm sure that they're going to all perform very, very well in the wet. Just let's see whether the racing is slightly a bit more sensible than the practice session so far.
Yeah. Well, we all know that basically Dylan Tan is currently 128 points ahead. In the lead.
Here?
Ooh, what's this?
Andika Baha basically went off. I think. What happened?
Avila Baha. Oops.
Avila Baha.
Yeah.
Yes.
He went grass cutting, huh?
Yeah, he went grass cutting. Is it because I'm wondering whether he missighted? Like I said, again, the featureless nature of Silverstone. You could quite easily miss the turn-in points.
But of course, right now in this scene, we're seeing is okay, but from the driver's perspective, it could be bad because all the shower. Earlier on, we saw when Maulana was behind Dylan, and Dylan was swaying left and right. You see all the water spatter. You could hardly see anything at that moment. So maybe they gotta be cautious about it.
Absolutely. The conditions are going to be tricky. This is not full-on rain. This is almost like an intermediate condition, I think. Well, it looks okay. I would say it is pretty wet. Oh,
what was that?
Rahman has gone off because at Corp's corner he's just gone in too deep and he's understeered off. Like I said, thankfully there is maggots and Beckett's. He's gone off. Josh
Beckett's and maggots now.
Yeah, but well, I think they're all trying to find their limits but unfortunately they're overdoing a little bit. So you just have to ease it back a little bit and to put in the time.
Not easy. I suspect that there'll be cars, I think, obviously skidding off just because of that, because you know how competitive they are.
Is it just me, Zach, or is the rain getting heavier?
Don't know, man. It looks, well, according to the weather, it says
look at the track. It's getting soaking wet, man. Now it's not like
they want to cause the flood, is it?
Yeah, it's soaking in, man.
AS, you evil people, you bad boy.
You're bad people, you all.
You're bad people.
Oh, you see. Skid Festival.
Hey.
Ayo.
How many times did we...
These guys are thinking, I signed up for a car race, not a boating race. This is a boat race, man.
Welcome to the Asian Endurance Series.
I think the drivers must hate us now.
Not easy. Oh my goodness. I think I won't even complete one lap. No, it's not easy. Look at that. Oh,
not easy, man, in these conditions. He's gone through cops, he's going through maggots and Beckett's now.
Yeah, I didn't know he got it. It's buckets and buckets.
Yeah, it's maggots and buckets. It's buckets and maggots, yeah. And now it's Chapel coming out for the drive out, yeah.
Well, would this actually affect the timing then? Because everyone is driving cautiously.
Oh, for sure.
Right?
The lap times are going to be a lot slower. I think definitely more than nearly a 10-second gap slower for sure, depending on how wet it is. But everybody's in the same boat, right?
Yep.
Everybody's in the same boat.
Okay, drum roll. Oh, look at that. Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Yep.
Somebody's hard at work in there.
Yeah, Russell Reyes.
Russell.
Yep.
Come on, Russell.
Russell just going through straight towards turn one. This is the interesting bit. Brake and then you turn tight. Then cops.
He's understeering. He's understeering. He's trying to make it through. But at least he's made it through.
Yep.
Not.
He's gonna make this.
Maggots and Beckett's now. He's going through maggots.
Maggots and buckets. Here you go.
He's keeping it on track. That's good.
Yep.
He's coming up to Chapel right now.
This is good.
Good drive. Whoop.
All right, it's going down.
Oh, here we go. Now down to the hanger straight.
This is the tricky bit, right?
Now this is
here.
He did miss his big point. He just got it. He was really relying on the ABS system. And he's now past. This is coming up to the chicane.
This is the one. I had a headache with this.
One, yeah. Got it right. Nicely done. Out of the chicane, coming up to the club corner. Oh, big oversteer. Oh! Could have kept it onto the black stuff. Oh, he's going to give up that lap. Okay. Oh well.
There you go.
Almost hit it.
It is Adiga Rama Maulana. And look at Dylan Tan at 3 good sectors. And he's got a fastest time of 2 minutes 13.320 seconds. Nice. So Maulana is just a second behind. And of course we have Russell Reyes as well. We all know how wet weather is.
Dylan's got a second over the field.
Yep.
That's a lot of time, but it shows us he's been practicing in the wet as well, that's for sure. And here we go. This is Maulana. Beautifully smooth around that bend. Nicely done towards the apex. And he's getting a nice transition across here.
Like masterclass driving.
It looks like he's got it all together. Let's see his lap times. He's got to find that 1 second though to close the gap with Dylan. Russell Reyes is currently lying in 3rd place. So this free practice session, these guys are getting a feel of the limits and how far they can go and how much of the ripple strips they can ride. Can I take the ripple strip to the exit, or would it be too slippery? This is there you go, the bit a bit of an exploratory session. You just got to trial, like in real life, you just have to test it a little bit by bit. Why did he slow down? And Maulana now he's got a faster practice time than Dylan. Well done.
Well, look at that.
Yeah, you can tell he's driving it very well because he's very smooth. In wet conditions, you basically want to be very, very smooth on how you carry your transitions, especially between left and right, because the grip is limited. How you come on to the power, you got to be just that bit smoother as you come out, of the bends.
Yeah, we clocked in at 2 minutes 12.595, and this is Skyline, one half of Pre Racing.
Yeah,
His distinct livery.
It's got the tiger pattern. Rapid print.
Yeah, rapid. I can't believe you said that. Rapid print.
Rapid print.
Rapid print. Not rapid print. If you just joined us, welcome to the Asian Endurance Series Season 4, Round 4. We are coming to the end of the free practice session.
He went over the ripples. That thing is, look at how glassy smooth that green section is. That thing in real life, if you were to touch that, it's like riding on ice, man. You would spin straight away. He's lucky he got away with it. So, Skyline finding the limits. He's currently lying in 8th position or 9th position.
Mm-hmm.
He's being chased by who's in 10th position? That's chasing him.
We have this is K Yim. K Yim. Hopefully not one of the drivers forgot to change their name. Yeah. So Skyline, then we have, of course, in 8th position, you have Marino Pratama and Fadli Rahma in 7. Oh, I just said it in boom. That ends the session now. All right. Okay.
All right. So now it's going straight into qualifying already.
That's right. I mean, we look at it. Well, the weather is going to be a huge factor because you see a couple of the seasoned drivers also still struggling, but that adds to the excitement, right? And you're waiting for it.
You guys at AES very evil.
Hey, why you point at that? You also part of AES, why? You point yourself. Go. Yes, we guys.
I just commentating only.
Oh, you are.
All you guys in the studio are all up to no good,
Hey,
poor drivers.
Don't like that lah. We promise we are keeping our end of the bargain. We want to make it very exciting and memorable. There's just a bit of showers of blessing. This round 4 mystery.
A bit of showers,
Okay, a bit. Okay, I was wrong. Maybe a bit. The thumb a bit heavy. Then just a bit.
Like monsoon lah.
Hey, you haven't seen monsoon yet, okay?
Oh, yo. See, it looks like lagi more monsoon now, man.
All right, we just kicked off the qualifying, and here we have Russell. Whoops! I think my fingers was a bit too heavy. Where are the umbrellas, guys? All right,
the
now
rain button.
They must be saying day. What are you guys doing, sir?
Oh, yo. Look at the oversteer at the back there.
Yeah. Oh. All right.
So
we have Russell Reyes.
Out in the front.
And we have Dylan Tan following behind.
Dylan Tan chasing him down. In his wake. Not even his slipstream, in his wake. Oh wow! Look at that!
I wouldn't want to be the receiving end behind that.
Yeah, I know. I've been on the receiving end, chasing cars down, and got in the spray. I tell you see nothing, man.
It's just like
at least these GT cars have brakes.
He was flashing them.
Look at Dylan Tan's flashing at Russell Reyes. Get out of my way! Or he's trying to tell him, I want you to lose your concentration.
Oh my goodness.
Can you imagine if you look back like that, you can't even see Dylan? What does Dylan see of Russell?
Nothing. It looks like car wash.
Yeah. Worse than car wash. Man.
Yeah, man. God, he
racing in a car wash.
Oh.
Whoa. So we're riding with Dylan. He's chasing Russell now. It's getting close. Hope we don't tap.
This is crazy because if there's a sudden break and then you don't catch it, you're gonna end up at the rear end of the car.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Whoa.
What's happening now?
Russell
Reyes has gone fast. He's accelerating. I don't know, maybe Dylan just trying something out. I don't know, Joe.
Yeah,
Okay,
no, Dylan wants to get a bit of space between him and
Yeah.
Russell so he can get a clean run and you can see where he's going.
Yeah,
Because with all that spray,
Yep.
you can't see where he's going, man. Oh, he's going all the way out to get as much drive as possible.
Okay, we have another Hamilton straight.
He's going for his
Yep.
quali. This is going to be a fast one. Let's save
Yeah.
Dylan on this one. Okay,
Oh,
so
this
the
is-
approach is called
yep.
corner. Heavy braking to third gear.
Okay.
It's one gear lower than in the dry.
Ooh.
But he's on the power early. Staying on the right side. Up to fourth. Fifth gear. He's going through.
Ooh.
Like it's very fast. He's controlling the understeer. Very well done. With dropping it down to third gear. That gets him back it, sorry. And I think this is he's coming out of Chapel.
Yep, Chapel, and now the hanger
Down
straight.
to now the hanger straight. He is flying very well managed in terms of the grip. Down the hanger straight. Heavy braking now. His right-hander is he's in third gear corner, but
He's doing well, though.
he's doing very well. He's keeping the car really on the edge of grip. Just the right amount of balance of understeer on entry to keep the car stable so he doesn't oversteer on the exit. Slight oversteer. Very well caught. Powering through now. This is the Hamilton straight now. That's what they call it, right? If I'm not wrong. Kind of weird. Hamilton straight, yeah.
Basically,
And now
quite checking. Yep.
this is the Abbey corner that goes right as opposed to my old days when we used to go left. Now he's in the farm section. Hopefully he doesn't go farming. Keeps it on the black wet stuff. He's definitely closing on to Russell Reyes, so his pace is definitely quick. Nicely done. Going back into the complex now. Heavy braking.
Oh, this is straight. Oh, nicely done. Look at that.
Nicely
Oh.
done. He's very patient with the throttle. He's going to get a good drive out now.
So let's see how Russell's timing is as compared to his. Oh, look at that.
Look at Russell's timing. Russell is still...
Oh, look at that. Russell Reyes, 2 minutes 17.925. Purple for all three sectors.
No, it's
Dylan
Dylan.
Tan,
It's Dylan
corrections.
that's on
My
pole
eyes
position.
crossed.
He's
Thank you so
purple
much.
on all three
Yeah.
sectors.
That
He's
was
ahead
good.
of
That's
Russell.
amazing, really.
Yeah,
Wow.
he's beaten Russell to pole position.
Look at that.
By, more than 2 seconds. Well,
Yeah.
1.5 seconds. At least.
Yeah, 1.6.
Yeah. Dylan that's an awesome job.
He's stamping his authority right now.
Indeed.
Just waiting for Maulana to see what he has in response.
Yeah, let's see whether Maulana can climb up here with his teammate.
All right, here we go. Andika Maulana, right now we're looking at him. He's giving all he's got as well, but can he do one better to
Can he get into the
pole?
top 5?
That's
That's
exactly.
the thing,
That's the
he's
important
hovering
thing.
in the 6th position right now. Maulana is, we saw him in practice. He's very smooth. Can he get it into the top 2 position, or can he get it into pole? Let's see.
Down the stretch here, it's just turning in.
He's braking as late and as possible, but smooth transitions, nice. He had to do a bit of a left foot brake to bring the nose back on in line.
Yep, you got it. Here we go. Oh, the slight skid there.
Yep.
Check his time. 2 minutes 17.877 seconds.
Oh,
Oh,
he's done it. He's
Yep.
pushed Dylan away.
but
Taking
see
the
what?
pole position.
He was slow in the third sector, but 2 purple sectors
Just a
for
tad.
1 and 2. That's
Yeah.
it. Wow, I think these 2 guys are gonna give it all they've got.
It's just a difference of point.
0.048.
There's nothing in it, man. Not even a hair's breadth. These 2 guys
There's
are going to go
8,000
at
of a
it.
second, so yeah. So something we saw as well earlier on in the light series. They were really close, cutting it close. But that's all the excitement about it. And here we have Avila Baha. His turn to try. And let's have a look at how well he's gonna do. Not too bad.
Let's see Avila.
Oh, wow.
Smooth through the chicane.
Yep.
That's nice.
Ooh, look at that.
Nice transitions.
Oh, nice scene from here. Wow, he's really pouring now, isn't it?
Wow. Yeah, it's a tad wet. Villa. Late braking.
Oh, nice.
Yes, he's gonna fit the apex if it's possible. And yeah, nicely done through that transition through the chicane. Balancing the car's grip. Now entering the Hamilton straight. Oh, sorry, that's not Hamilton. That's the Fox corner.
Fox corner, right?
That's the front
You
straight. Yeah.
couldn't see the rain there.
Yeah, because with the wet, it's like, where am I can't even. Can you imagine this the conditions that they are driving in? Now you see, Zach, remember what I told you how featureless the thing is? You look,
I
I
know,
can't even see the apex on the left, man.
Especially this one, I remember going straight.
Yeah, because with the water, basically makes it so gleaming and shiny, so everything kind of blends in.
Yeah.
Just disappears. Yeah, you see, you can't even see the horizon line. The horizon line, where's the chicane?
No, look at the signboard that says, I'm going to make a left-hand turn here. Ooh.
Yeah, it's somewhere up there in the front.
Yep. So this is the tricky bit. Yes, the car tends to want to go to the left, but then we get turn tight towards the right.
Yep.
Yep. And this is where they go all out. So this is going to the Hamilton straight, right? They call it the Hamilton, they call it over the straight. Like here we go.
Hamilton.
All the way down. What is timing?
No, this is this is
Okay.
Ooh, yes.
Avila Baha.
He did it. Maulana banged in a pole position again.
2 minutes 16.922. This currently we're looking at is Avila Baha, who his timing is 2 minutes. Let's see, 2 minutes 18.590. Currently puts him in 6th position. But look at that. Like everyone from Dylan, Pratama, and Maulana, each of them taking a purple spot in the 3 different sectors.
Yep. But it is Maulana who's now on pole position.
This is Avila Baha from GMX Phantom. He's trying again. I think, we know how the top 3 right now. But this is Light Sky. Light Sky currently in 9th position.
Struggling a little bit in the
Yep.
Because rapid print don't write wet. Rapid don't write wet, man.
Or more or less all cats don't like getting wet lah.
Yeah, exactly.
Meow meow. Okay.
Wrong color lah. So. Yeah.
But don't rule him out. But here you go. You're right. Andika Rama Maulana, 2 minutes 16.992 seconds. So basically 0.280. The second of behind is Pratama, who's actually leading Dylan Tan. Look at that. 3,000th of a second.
Ooh.
This is going to be close, man.
This thing is really close between the
man.
top 3. Yellow flag out. Why? What happens? Is there a spinner? Number 7 seems to have spun out.
Oh. Avila Baha. 7, no, I think all in Avila Baha. Okay.
Let's see what's happening in the...
Yeah. Now, the interesting bit about this is to see who has the better teammate to be able to keep up and maximize the team points. That is whether it's going to be a factor, yeah.
Well, not so much in qualifying, but in the race itself, because you can be faster in qualifying quite a gap, but racing is racing.
Yep.
So Dylan is stopped. What's happening? Qualifying's over. So Dylan managed to bang in pole position in the last moment.
I told you, right? You keep your eyes off. I swear, if the qualifying was much longer, you see a lot of them competing already. But looking at it, that's right. I think that the weather is going to play a crucial bit. But then again, teammates' capabilities and whatnot, the experience will be seen pretty as the race goes. So here we have Dylan Tan in first position.
At the last moment, he grabbed pole position.
All right, that's right. 0.150 second. Here we go. Dylan Tan, 2 minutes 16.820 seconds. Anika Maulana is 2 minutes 16.970 seconds. And Pratama, 2 minutes 17.272 seconds. So, as you can see, all right, it's up for grabs, but you know who are the fast ones. But then again, like you mentioned, the weather is going to be totally messing everything up. But we'll see.
Turn one.
Turn one. Is that your prediction?
You never know, right?
It looks better if you wear the glove, lah. You wear the glove, then you go.
Yeah, you see them in practice already. They all one kind of garang. See what happens in turn one, lah.
But I think that there's the whole bit about it. The competitiveness that I like, the tenacity from our drivers who want to push the boundaries.
But got to be sensible. In order to finish first, you must finish, right? So
you motto put there.
It's true. Okay, rolling start. Oh, drying already lah.
Oh yeah, I think they dry already lah. No, it's still pouring. Okay, it's a minute 14 seconds to the start of. Yes, if you just join us, welcome to the Asian Endurance Series Season 4, Round 4. We are at Silverstone. The qualifyings have just ended, so currently we have Dylan Tan in the first place. We have Andika Maulana in second position in the grid. Morito Pratama, Russell Ria, Skylife, Fadli Rahmat, Avila Baha, K. Yim, Aldo Balagulan, and Francis Matrillo. So, what do you think? This is a sprint.
Sorry, I got distracted. You look at all the mud sections on top of the screen.
Yep.
That's for real. Because I remember going to the parking lot in Silverstone the first time, right? And it was raining. Yeah, it's muddy like that. It's still like that.
All right. Well, just to let you know that in 8th position, K. Yim is actually Marco Wong. Okay, K. Yim is Marco Wong. That's right. Okay, I think they can't mess up the game. But okay, as long as we took note of it, so he's membered. I was just wondering, where's Skyline's partner?
Okay, what is it? K. Yim.
All right, 7 seconds to go. Okay, you're ready. I'm ready. The guys are definitely ready. Well, let's see what happens at turn one.
We'll see.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Rolling start. Oh, what happened?
What is this? So off the line.
Yes, this is what we had in the light series. So everyone eager to go, but this time around it's raining, it's wet. The guys know that first turn is very, very important because it sets the tone for them all the way down through Hanger Straits. Okay, you want to be Magus and Buckets or Magus and Buckets is up to you. See how you want to do it. Okay, go.
Go.
Here we go.
Yes.
All right, Dylan Tan is really pushing with Maulana coming close to the end, the left-hand side, the inside turn. Oh, look, Maulana is trying to open up his gap there. He is getting one. Oh, look at that.
Maulana managed to find grip and he got to drive out over Dylan. Wow, that was good from Maulana.
All right.
Everybody for wings, Megan's back so far.
Looking good so far, everything is clean. Everything is clean and wet. Ooh, look at that.
This is good.
Oh.
Yeah, that's fierce racing, man. Dylan
this is really close. Ooh, so how is he going to
the draft and going on the outside. Can you take him on the outside?
No.
Not quite. This is True Chapel, if I'm not wrong.
Yep.
And Dylan has to fall back to second place, followed by Russell Reyes, and Pratama is in fourth position. Lai Sky moved up. Well done. He had a good lunch. He's up to fifth position.
Yep.
The rapid car, not bad in the wet after all, man. Yeah.
Maybe the wet cat, no?
Yeah, wet cat.
Here we have Maulana, who's opening up there of like 4 cars in front of Dylan, but of course it's still early. It could be just part of it, and we saw Dylan trying to make that move earlier on, but unsuccessful. But
he didn't make it stick. But wow, Dylan under braking, he might have outbraked himself a little bit. Hopefully he doesn't lose that position. Russell.
nudge him.
Russell, slight tap with
tap
Dylan
him.
down there.
Yep.
Ooh. Fierce.
But you know, we have this the other half of Kubi Racing. Got Pratama is trying to overtake Russell Reyes from the outside. He's being wedged. Oh no! Oh dear.
Wow. Yes,
Whoa,
I
look at
think
that.
he
Ooh,
might actually pull it off. Russell got
That's right.
squeezed out by Pratama.
Oh, look at that.
No, Russell has really lost out on that one big time. Pratama and Dylan, you know, they basically stuck together and they kind of squeezed Russell out.
All right, Dylan Tan is really going for it. Okay, you have Andika Maulana in the purple sector earlier on, so he's going to try and close the gap between, because currently Dylan Tan is 2.2 seconds behind Andika Maulana, with Pratama chasing from the back. So what a move by Pratama, basically squeezing Russell out. And guess what? Kubi Racing Light Sky looks like he's overtaken Russell Reyes.
Nicely done.
Look at that.
Nice
Red
guys.
Cat has done it.
Yeah, he was the Rapid Prince struggling in 9th place. Now he's up in 4th. That's an incredible start in less than 2 laps.
Russell is really pushing it. He's coming from the look at that, from the outside. Here we go, squeezing in. Kubi Racing holding in, but Russell has made that move. He's squeezing in and he's successfully done so. And push Light Sky.
Well done to Russell. Great
Look at
move.
that.
Great
Woo.
move.
Early moves.
One overtake over the Rapid Print car.
All right.
Here we go. Russell trying to close the gap down to Pratama and Dylan.
Yeah, but he's being chased by Skyline at the same time.
Skyline,
you know.
yes.
Yep. So we have dramas for positions 4th and 5th as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the top 3 right now between Andika Maulana, Dylan Tan, and Udo Pratama. So see what's going to happen there. But here the focus right now is between Skyline and Russell Reyes. Lots of drama because early on, if you just joined us, Russell Reyes made a nice little move and overtook Skyline, but he's not going to give up. It's still 6 minutes to go, and you and I know things can happen anytime. With the kind of weather we have, let's watch.
In these conditions, anything can happen at any moment. So, you know.
Yep.
But having said that, I think the standout driver today so far has been Light Sky from his 9th position all the way up to 5th. And for a while he was even up to 4th, right? He took Russell, but Russell, kudos to him, has fought his way back. The guys in the front, Maulana has disappeared. He's basically
there you have
so far ahead. Where is Dylan? Dylan is just close to the purple sector.
That's right, but he's 2 seconds behind Maulana.
Right, it's a big gap. You can see Dylan in the distance, but that's just too far back to affect any possibility of even troubling Maulana.
But you can see Dylan is really closing the gap. He's really pushing the car right now with his teammate Pratama behind him. So you have like Kubi Racing giving Maulana a chase. Team effort.
Yep.
Just remember, if they keep on in this position, right, they get booster points.
Definitely.
Yep.
It's going to be a good team effort, but they can't seem to close the gap down to Maulana. Maulana has really got this race under control so far.
Yeah.
He is pushing it, man. Look at the way he's going through the corners. I'm surprised he doesn't suffer from much understeer at all. He's just finding the grip. Setup is really good.
Yep, it's going all out right now. It's really exciting.
Whoa, he's on the green side. Wow, he nearly lost it. That was lucky. That was lucky. Because that thing is really slippery. You can tell his setup. I think he's running very soft at the bars in the front. His turn-in is so smooth, but at the same time, it's got a lot of grip.
That's right.
He's definitely softened up his car for these conditions. And it's working to his advantage, man.
Yeah. Well, for Maulana's teammate, Fadli Rahman, he's not doing too well. He's currently in 8th position.
Yeah.
So it's just, in terms of teams, we have Kubi Racing currently in 2nd and 3rd position. If they still continue holding it, they get bonus points. So remember that. Yep. And Russell Reyes, his buddy Villa Bahar currently in 7th position as well.
Right.
So the only team that's in there right now is you have it the Kubi brothers, not the Doobie
Kubi brothers, yeah.
the Doobie brothers.
Oh, pit stop time. There
yeah.
you go. So our leader has gone in for tire change.
Is that what is the strategy right now? Coming
Oh yeah,
yep,
everybody's following him in.
Yeah.
There's Russell Reyes, there is Batama. Is Lice Guy going in as well? No, there's
Lice Guy is still on the track right now.
there,
Yep.
yeah,
So
yeah.
he's gonna try
Try and
to
extend it to
get-
the last
That's
bit.
right.
And then fit in.
Really exciting right now for them. For Aldo Balagulan. His teammate Francis Matrillo is currently in 10th position. So here we have Moreno Pratama. He's coming out of the pit. Of course, he's just picking up speed. It's just coming in, the squeezing. Ooh, yeah, it's Russell Reyes giving chase right now.
He's giving chase to
Is that Avila?
Pratama, right?
Yeah. Here we have this car. Here we have Fadli Rahmat. Fadli Rahmat, that's right.
Okay.
The other half for partner for Andika Maulana. So yep, you've seen a couple of them has already pit. So
Yeah, the
Oh,
guys
look at
are holding it together very nicely. I'm very impressed by the way they've been driving in the wet. In these very tricky conditions, all of them have been, really doing very, very well. Great show.
okay, yeah, Russell Reyes is trying to close up the gap between himself and Fadli Rahmat. But Marie Pratama is just giving chase and he's just going out. So, like you said, all these strategy or pit strategy comes into play. But then again, it's not where everything's unpredictable. If someone were to hold you up, then it's an issue.
The wet weather has really thrown a spanner in the works. I'm sure whatever strategy they had in mind has had to be recalibrated again.
Okay, here we have Dylan Tan pitting. Right now he's coming in. He's done it, and here's Light Sky as well. He's pitting.
Oh, here we go.
Yep,
Nice guy.
and Aldo Balagulan. So everyone is pitting. So I guess it's Avila Baha as well. Yep. So everyone's in to pit. Here we go. Remember to brake.
Yep. Yep.
Here we
Commercial
go.
break time.
Yeah. Not that kind of break though. But Andika Rahman Maulana lies in currently in fifth position. That's right. And wow, he's just trying. His partner is slowly chasing up. And now it looks like Pratama is sandwiched between Maulana and Rahmat. So here we go. Who's coming out right now? Should be Dylan Tan.
Oh, yes.
Yep. Oh,
The
look
race
at that.
is on now, man.
Yeah.
Dylan is out. Oh, wait a second. Why
Yep.
is he?
Yes, Dylan is out right now. So this is Dylan, and he's behind Maulana, if I'm not mistaken.
But he's on the scoreboard. He's reflected as the one leading the
Yeah,
race.
so he just suggests that. But right now, what we see.
The scoreboard got short-circuited because of the
Yeah,
wet.
here we go. They listen to you. So Andia Maulana is currently in first position, followed by Dylan Tan. Okay,
Yeah,
it's
Dylan is chasing him
0.5
down.
second behind.
Hammer
Yep.
and tongs.
Yes,
man.
ding dong, ding dong.
Hammer and tongs and bikinis as well, boy. By the looks of things, yeah.
Throw in
Wet
the
enough, that's for sure.
Here we go. The club turn. It's really interesting to see how this plays out because it's crazy. So now we're down race one, so they are just going for it right now. So look at it. It's Maulana and Dylan. They are going all the way out right now because can he overtake him? This is an interesting bit because there's not much options for him to overtake right now. But then we never know. So the pressure is on Maulana. But Dylan's also pushing his car really hard for this.
Yeah, definitely. Wow. The way he's just slowly, chipping away at Maulana. He's just trying because he knows this is the last lap, right? But in wet conditions, you don't want to. You can't do a lunge because it's just too tricky. Or if you're close enough, maybe in the medium speed corner, you can go for the lunge. But
so this is the last position. I think Maulana has it. Has gotten it.
he's got
He's got it. He's got it.
this race.
Right. Here we go.
Yeah,
Yes,
here we go.
checkered flag for
Maulana wins
Maulana.
it.
That's right. Followed by Dylan Tan. And Moreno Pratama.
Moreno Pratama.
Here we go. So, Kubi
Reyes.
Racing has done it.
Fourth, and
Second.
Rahmat is fifth.
Yep. Ice Sky Aldo Balagulan currently in 9, and here Avila Bahar in 10th position.
Yep.
Yep. And here we have it. Results for the first race. What a race. It was
What a
tricky.
race.
Yeah, what a
Tricky
race.
conditions.
Yep,
but,
yep. And that move by Maulana and Dylan just trying to close that gap, but unsuccessful. So you have Andika Rama Maulana 11 minutes 32.231 seconds, followed by Dylan Tan, and in third position Moreno Pratama. So as you can see, Kubi Racing have gotten their team points because they come in second and third position. So woohoo!
a lot of additional bonus points for them.
Yep, that's
well
right.
done.
So I mean, we saw
Maulana stand out. Maulana really drove. The way he took Dylan at the start from the outside into corps, that was quite something else. You know, his setup, I think, and his confidence in that car, it really shows. The way he rides the curbs and the apex, you know, it doesn't seem to wash out or suddenly snap or anything like that. He's got the setup really down pat.
So I think he's the one. Any mistakes you've seen Dylan Tan in terms of that? I think aggressive, not aggressive enough. No,
I think there's really not much between them, but maybe Maulana's just got a slightly better setup on the front end of his car. He seems to, like you see when Maulana went up onto the green section that was so slippery, with a bit of a wiggle, but he got away with it. So he's obviously, he's good in the wet, but I think the setup that he's driving is really well suited.
So this what I'm wondering what's going on in Dylan's mind right now, how he can actually strategize to try and overtake Maulana, because if you recall back in the previous round, it was either Dylan, Maulana, Dylan.
Yeah.
Are we gonna have that in this round as well?
Well, I think this Sunday is definitely suited for Maulana more than Dylan at the moment. But we'll see. Next race, longer one, Dylan might come back strong, and depending on whether it remains wet or whether it dries up in intermediate conditions, we'll see.
Yeah, also it comes some of the guys as well. Russell, I mean, he did his best, but then again, he's not too bad. I mean, we have to see how they got a lot of aggressive driving there, but good control from some of the drivers as well. So
the good one was Skyline. He came up from 9th all the way up to for a moment up to 4th. I think he finished 5th, right?
Yep. So it's
good finishing.
Yeah, but again, it comes to a point like what we said earlier on. It's whether the partner, your teammate, is able to come together and do that. But then again, with the weather like that, I think everyone is trying to be cautious.
Everybody's just happy to finish and not spin off and get stuck in the gravel. You know what I mean? Yeah.
But I would say it's not too bad as compared to some of our other races where when we threw in a factor of rain and we had a lot of drama, if you recall back. Pinball bouncing here and there. But I think it's really, really good to see that the Maulana really actually is throwing the everything he's got, and he knows that deep down, I think he's the guy to beat.
For sure. So, we're getting ready for the 30-minute feature race.
Here we go.
Race number 2.
All right, here we go. Dylan Tan, followed by Andika Maulana, Moreno Pratama, Russell Reyes, Skyline, Fadli Rahmat, Avila Bahar, and Marco Wong, Aldo Balagulan, and Francis Matrillo. No change in that. I think.
But what has changed is
dry. Thank you very much.
I wouldn't say it's completely dry, but it's dry. It's an intermediate condition, so I don't know whether it's got the option of intermediate tires. So it's going to be interesting.
All right, so things might change right now with this because you never know. And whether Skylight could improve his position, he did rather well because you led the qualifying right. Didn't expect him to actually pull himself out from 9th position. So we can see now with the rain out of the way. I don't know whether they're still playing damn tracks.
I know the track is definitely damp. You can see it, but. Let's see whether they've got 20 seconds more to go for the race start.
All right, that's right. For those of you just joined us, welcome to the Asian Endurance Series, Season 4, Round 4. We're at Silverstone, Race 2. We're going racing in 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1. The rolling start. As you there's a lot of excitement earlier on in race 1 where Andika Maulana managed to hold off Dylan Tan for first position. But here
For
we
sure.
go.
Oh, here we go. Okay, let's watch the... Everybody's controlling their speed
Yep.
properly at the start. It's supposed to be, I think, about 80 kilometers an hour or something like that.
Yep. Visually looking at like Russell Riaz is separating the two cars, Maulana and his finally. So anything can happen right now. Oh, here we go.
Green light. We're off. We're racing.
Woohoo! Here we go. Oh, as expected.
Oh,
Dylan
this
is
time,
running away.
Dylan has got a better
Yeah.
start. And he's basically got the jump on Maulana. Maulana has the inside line, but nope. Dylan has capitalized on being ahead and has turned it nicely through Megats and Beckets. He's now got at least a 2-car gap over Maulana, followed by his teammate, Dylan's teammate Pratama. Russell Reyes is in 4th, Nice Guy is in 5th. The train, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars in a straight line. But Dylan, this time is Dylan's chance to peel away. Let's see whether he can capitalize on that. It's a good start on his part.
Yeah, this is one is a 90-degree left-hand turn. It slows down, but Maulana really keeping up the pressure.
Maulana's turning is truly something else. Carries in, especially to the chicane, that much more speed. That's why you can see it goes up to Dylan.
Oh, look at that. Dylan Tan is trying to hold him off. Oh, look at this. This is the point of view of Maulana. Look at him. His view around there is quite close. He's really keeping up the pressure. Can he overtake him on the outside? No, not too soon. He's just trying his best. Not quite. Dylan Tan handled it well. And it's coming through right now to the mid stretch.
Wow. Okay.
Here we go.
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
Maulana throwing a dummy, trying to tell Dylan, hey, I'm here. Just to let you know, trying to distract your attention, but Dylan won't fall for that so easily.
Yeah, but I guess Maulana is very comfortable being sandwiched between Kubi Racing because this is not the first time we have it. He was being.
Oh yeah, the whole season so far. I've seen this picture before.
Yeah. But Dylan knows how quick Maulana is, and he's definitely going to try everything he's got to prevent Maulana from having a slight advantage.
True.
But yep. We get it right.
This is.
Someone
somebody's
quickly.
pitting in.
Fali Rahmat and Marco Wong have gone in. They pitted.
Okay.
Yep.
They're doing the
Here we
early
go.
pit stop strategy.
Yeah, you got Dylan Tan being chased by Andika Maulana. Maulana's going to try on the outside, not so, but he's really just testing him out, I suppose. Trying to push in, but you look at Moreno, Pratama, he too is trying to close the gap between him and... so it's basically for me, Maulana has to worry. He's going to worry trying to overtake Dylan in front and having Pratama at his rear. It's not easy, quite
Yeah. The meat between the sandwich.
I would like to have a Maulana sandwich, please.
Maulana sandwich, please.
What?
Exactly.
Coming up.
With 2 yellow buns. The blue sausage among the yellow buns.
Apa dah blue purple dah?
Purple lah, see.
Purple royalty. Okay, never mind. Okay, banana Maulana. Banana Maulana. Okay, never mind. Stop it. All right.
Well, they're really racing. They're very consistently even. They really even out there.
Yeah, but look at it. They got first, second, and third having some drama. But keep your eyes in 4th, 5th, and 6th between Russell Riaz, Light Sky, and Avi.
Oh, here we go. Pratama is trying to do an outside overtake on Maulana, but not quite.
Maulana can't see that coming.
Though.
Yeah.
Wait. Here we go.
Oh, he's.
Oh, because. Okay. Maulana is into the pits.
Was it Russell Riaz that came in to pit as well? Not so sure. Yes, it is. But the last minute they was looking if it's a mid right-hand turn in.
Just coming in and getting the pit stops out of the way early.
Yep. Do you think it's part of his strategy or just a surprise? Because for me, earlier on when I saw it, it seemed to me that Russell Riaz made the last minute effort to pit because he was quite out on the outside and swung in. I mean, it might be just my sight, but there you go. Oh, that was
I
quick.
don't know, man. I don't know whether it's a good idea to pit so early because if they're changing tires or wet tires, for example, or maybe he's gone in to change for slicks. Maybe.
Only we'll know. Yeah, so Dylan Tan and Marina Pratama, 1-2. That's it for Kubi Racing. Look at that.
Sweet.
Yep, and here we have behind Avila Baha and Sky Lai.
Nice. This is Dylan.
Oh, look at
Dylan's starting to break away a little bit.
I mean, he's using this opportunity since that Maulana is pitted in.
Yeah.
He was to try as well. Here is Sky Lai really pushing himself. He's giving a little bit of back here. Avila Baha, a bit of an issue right now with Skylight really pushing him down, but that could add to him as well, because sometimes, with races they just need someone to push them from behind.
Yeah. Skylight he didn't look like, he was a bit trouble in qualifying, but his race pace is really quick.
Yeah. But we've seen him in action as well. I mean, we noticed that he's struggling with his current season as well. But we know his capability, and he's gone into...
Oh, he's gone into the pits, yes.
That's right. And yeah, Baha is just pulling away, but I think there's something in the back and he's looking for. He made Russell Reyes. Where's Reyes? Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, close with Marco Wong. And Fadli Rahmat. Here we go. This is the other half of Pupi Racing. He's trying to close out. Russell Reyes is trying. No. Oh, he's taking out by the outside there. Can he? Nope.
Not quite. But good attempt. Marco Wong defending away, blocking our dear Russell Reyes.
Yeah.
Russell Reyes is coming back on strong. He's got a good drive. Can he get the draft? Yes, he's got a draft, but
Whoa, slightly off.
into Corp's corner. Yeah, so if Marco keeps on making mistakes like that through Corp's,
Russell's going to catch him. Yeah.
Yeah, Russell's going to catch him through Baggett's and Beckett's here.
Right, so we have
Marco Wong's just on the tail of his teammate, Lai Sky. And Marco seems to have more pace than Lai Sky at this juncture.
Yeah, but...
Yeah, Marco needs to overtake Lai. Yes, he's going to do it.
Ooh.
I think he's going to pull it off under braking. Yes.
Yeah.
Lai doesn't want to fight his teammate, so he gives him the slot. But Lai is struggling. Oh,
Reyes.
Russell Reyes took an opportunity and ducked on the inside of... But Lai Sky is blocking and defending. He's saying, hey.
This is looking
so
like
easy.
round 3. When we had Russell Reyes coming in when he started pitting earlier, we recall back, and he was sandwiched between the Skylight and then Marco Wong, and he just couldn't make any move at all. So right now, I don't know whether it is deja vu for him, but I think he's going to try his very best to break away from these two guys in order to do that, because now he's going to get stuck.
Yep, exactly. Russell is currently sitting in ninth position.
Ninth position, that's right.
Yeah, to find his way around Lai Sky as well as Marco Wong. He nearly took Lai just now in that opportunistic switcheroo, I call it.
Yep.
But didn't quite pull it off. But, well, let's see what happens with it. Oh, look at the amount of... He took so much curb, and that's how he managed to close up on Lai Sky. Can he get more drive coming out of this corner? Can he? From the last corner before the start-finish line?
Maybe trying to. When it's 21 minutes, 24 seconds left in race 2. If you just joined us, welcome to the Asian Endurance Series Season 4, Round 4. Lots of action happening right now. We're currently looking at Russell Reyes trying his best to overtake Sky Lai. But they're not in front, but I'm telling you, at the back, there's drama as well.
Yeah, the mid-pack drama is hotting up indeed. Well, what's it like in the front? Is Dylan Tan and Pratama, are the gaps big, or is it very close?
We have to take a look at currently right now. According to the overall table, Dylan Tan is in first position, followed by Marina Pratama, Avila Baha, and Aldo Balagulan. But here, the focus right now is between Skyline And Marco Wong with Russell Reyes desperately trying to overtake. He's having difficulties because there's not a lot of overtaking zones in this race. And I guess if they're playing their cards right, it'll be quite difficult. But I believe it's still,
It's because it's such a fast flowy track. It's going to be, the overtaking opportunities on the braking through the chicanes and the switch back transitions, But yeah, you've got to be really on it. But Russell seems to be particularly good on the braking and straight lining some corners, without getting penalized, which is good on Russell. If you look at the way he's closed up on Light Sky, through the sequence, he just takes so much more curve. That's a possibility that Russell still could, overtake Light Sky.
Look at that.
Oh, here we go. Speaking of which, almost, yes. No, but he's got the outside. Hold on a second.
Not so easy, isn't it? Well, looking at the table right now, you know that Andika Maulana and Fadi Rahma, they're in 5th and 6th position. They get booster points. Dylan Tan and Maureen Pratama in 1st and 2nd, they get booster points as well. So, but it's still early. 19 minutes and 19 seconds to go. Here we have Russell Reyes really been trying for the past few laps to overtake Skylight, but it's just not that easy. He's not going to hand it to him. He's really trying his best. Yep.
Skylight is going to say, "Hey man, I want that, 8th position. Yeah, I'm not going to give it up easily."
Right, it's not.
Russell drafting Skylight. Heavy braking, well done. Good exit, both of them.
That's close.
Okay. I think this is where, this Russell is just a bit quicker through that section just now. The chicane, the sequences. This carries that bit more speed in. Nice, beautiful.
Look at that. They make it look so easy.
Nicely done.
That was close.
Wow, this is a pretty hard race, that's for sure.
He's trying desperately to close up, but nothing much gain right now.
He just has to maintain it,
right now.
Bit by bit. He has to work his way bit by bit.
Whatever Skylight is doing, he's doing it really well because Russell is stuck. He seemed not able to find a way out of this.
Yep.
Well, if you're stuck in a situation like that, Dennis, what would you do?
Just drive as consistently as possible. Everybody's going flat out. You just have to drive flat out, but make as little mistakes as possible. Hopefully the guy in front of you, when he goes flat out, he'll make a few more mistakes in some key areas. Then you can see the gap really close.
Oh, these guys are really going at it. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. But he's falling back a little bit. Well, the race is not... The race is still, I would say it's a done deal in the mid-pack because you can see Russell is slowly creeping up to Skylight. Skylight seems to be struggling a little bit under braking, Russell just seems to be just that bit better.
I think Russell is just trying to hope at that point in time, because he can't get past Skylight, he would just hope that Skylight would actually pit and then try.
Yeah, look at them, they're using every inch of the curb to get that bit more speed in as they turn in.
I'm calling it an overcut. But I mean, I agree with what you just said, that if you really can't just keep it close and try and race cleanly, and hopefully an opportunity presents itself, and then you try and seize it.
Yep. You just, it's like playing tennis on the baseline, right? You just play. You don't play the attacking game. This is more, you let the guy in front of you make the mistake and then you pounce on him. See, there you go. Skyline seems to be suffering from the turn-in and the braking in the tighter corners. And Russell just has that bit more grip to brake later and turn in a bit more speed. But the exit drive is where Skyline seems to have a little bit more ability to drive out more speed. There's a bit of a ding-dong. Russell's a bit better under braking and turn-in, and Skyline's a bit better on the exit.
Well, I mean,
see, look at the transition. It's clearly Russell turns in earlier and sharper, and he takes more curb than Skyline. Yeah, I don't know whether Skyline any tire issues, or is he just does he turn in on those lines? He's got just different set of lines.
oh, look at that! I mean, it was Russell. I can just feel the frustration building up. It's like, no, hopefully this is not deja vu like in the previous round.
Yeah.
Oh, Francis Matrillo, DSQ'd. What happened? Oh dear.
Oh no, what happened? Yeah.
Oh, we'll find out more about that. But here we have more focus on Russell Reyes. But let's take a quick look at the front. We have Dylan Tan chasing by his partner Moreno Pratama. But look at Aldo Balagulan. He's quite far back.
Yeah. Okay. Should ask the Racing Gods to take us to the front and see what's happening. The guys in the front have just disappeared.
Well, we can only know that it is the drama bits in front right now. But yeah, I think they seem to be interested in Russell Reyes and Sky Live, because here we are. Yeah, they heard you.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Our leader.
Yeah, you have Dylan Tan. No, Dylan Tan is the leader right now.
Dylan's our leader here.
That's right.
Yep.
And he's buddy behind him. Look at that.
Quite a gap.
Oh my goodness.
Quite a gap. And then Pratama is
Oh, thank you. You have the inside view of how he's
yes.
Look at that. Oh, he's doing exceptionally well.
Definitely.
Well, did you join us? Welcome to the Asian Endurance Series Season 4, Round 4. This is Race 2. And looking at the clock, there's only 13 minutes, 17 seconds left. Currently, we have Dylan Tan, who's leading right now with his buddy Moreno Pratama in second, followed by Aldo Balagulan and Andika Maulana. So, still not done yet. Still a long way to go. Some cars still need to pit. But before that, we are going to go for a short commercial break. Don't touch that dial. The action will be right back.
Penrite, a 100% Aussie company, pride themselves on their commitment to all forms of motorsport in Australia, from the very grassroots to competing and succeeding at the highest level. It's always been a big part of their DNA. And this real-world testbed for their products ensures the lubricants and fluids you buy for your vehicle have benefited from the development of being punished in a way that only competition can. Penrite, it competes, you win.
Yeah, welcome back. This is race 2, 11 minutes and 30 seconds left. Still no change. Dylan Tan in first position, Moreno Pratama in second, and Aldo Balagulan in third. Lots happening right now, but Russell Reyes, he's scratching his head right now. How do I get away from find a place to get through Skyline? The sky's the limit. Oh my goodness. So, all right. But you know, if he plays his card right, he's just trying to be patient to get in. But again, I need to find out exactly what happened to Francis Matrillo. But if you just join us, well, lots happening right now. Drama in front, drama in the mid. So yeah, so we can just get on. Oh,
where do we focus on the drama? The front or the mid section down?
Well, I think the front is kind of set in motion right now. Early on, we saw the gap that between Dylan Tan and Marina Pratama and Aldo Balagulan. But look at that, Marina Pratama is 3.6 seconds behind his buddy. So the front is currently quite relaxed and whatnot. But check out at the back end. We have here Marco Wong, Skylight, and Russell Reyes. Since the past 10 minutes earlier on, Russell Reyes desperately trying to overtake Skylight, but he just can't seem to find that opportunity.
Yeah.
Exactly. I feel the frustration for him.
Yeah, Russell is quicker, he's better under braking and carries a bit more speed on turning, but like Skylight basically has better drive coming out of the corners. So it's a bit of a literally ding dong, close, extend, close. It's frustrating for Russell, and I think it's also for Skylight. He's just like, when is this race going to end?
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that was close. I thought that was to open the presentation right now. An opportunity for Russell Reyes is like, yes, no.
No, not quite. So Russell just needs to be a lot braver. If he can just outbrake, okay, this is going into course, so it's not like not going to happen. But so
things might gonna change a little, whether it's for better or for worse. The rain has resumed.
Come back.
No. And guess what? The track has gone greasy. Oh
They're running on slicks right now. This is going to be interesting.
Yep. Now I think look at that. Russell Reyes is really up in his tempo right now. He's really like look at that. Oh, he's trying to find an opportunity. Can he? Ooh, he's trying just a little bit. He's going the outside.
From the outside, if he can pull this off.
Squeeze from the inside.
Maybe he's doing the switcheroo.
Yep.
Oh,
look at that. Ay. It's like,
not quite.
give me that banging the steering wheel thing. When
Skylight has got
again?
the corner covered. He's driving defensively, but at the same time, he's getting a lot of. Russell went off completely. He's lucky to have he didn't spin that.
Yep. Oh, he's trying really hard, and Skylight is really doing that. Skylight is pulling away
Skylight's
right
doing
now.
An awesome job defending, man. And holding his position. Skylight's doing an awesome job defending, and Russell is really trying very, very hard to find a way around.
The funny thing it would be when after he manages to find an opportunity to overtake Skylight, he's got his partner Marco Wong to deal with.
Oh man, yeah.
That would be frustrating.
I think Skylight is deliberate. Is Marco Wong pulling away? It looks like he is.
Yep, but look at that. Yeah, Marco Wong currently right now 2.3.
Yeah.
That's 2.3 seconds.
Was that an overtaking attempt?
Didn't
Did
see
he pull
it.
it off, Russell?
No.
He went on the inside.
I can see Russell Reyes. Nice.
Yeah.
Almost no.
Almost.
What a
Not quite.
move.
Yeah.
Skylight say no.
I ain't giving that corner to you.
Oh my goodness. This is
Not
Russell
so
Reyes. He's trying really hard now, I can see. But it's not easy. It's just like Skylight is basically doing exceptionally well in holding him off. They just have to make one mistake, and I think Russell will capitalize on it. But then again,
I have a funny feeling that Russell might actually.
We know Russell. We've seen him done.
Yeah, no, but I think because also Skylight is just a little bit too defensive right now.
Yeah.
That might not work in his favor. Oh, here we go. Here comes the rain.
Here comes the rain again. The track is currently damp. So, yep, things might change. As Russell Reyes just midway, but no, we have Skylight just open up again and making turn. Can he?
Oh, he's run up a bit wide, but
can he get it from there?
Oh, Russell has gone way off track to try, but you can't pull that off if you go off that much on the grass. Whoa, Russell, don't spin it.
Somebody went off. Marco Wong has gone off. All right, that changes things right now. Yeah.
Yes.
So we have Skylight and Russell Reyes overtaken Marco Wong. And
Marco Wong looks like he went off on his own, right? Obviously, because he was out ahead of it's Marco Wong.
Yeah, so this has presented something of a different. He's closed up the gap. Wang Kai, here we go. Russell Rhea is currently in 7th position with Skyline in 6th.
6, yep.
All right, so right now in the top 6, we can see Kubi Racing currently in positions 1 and 2. They're going to get some points if they stay on. Now, of course, got Andika Maulana and Fadli Rahman as well in 4th and 5th. They'll get some points as well.
Yep.
Okay, we have Skyline. Yep.
Balagulan is in 4, so they've got points as well, right?
That's right. So Skyline, I think he's aiming right now. He has Fadli Rahman in his sight, and rain has started to pour a bit more. But here we have Russell Reyes as well. He's gonna take any opportunity he gets. But yeah, we're gonna see lots of action.
This particular race, Maulana can't seem to make any impression on basically Dylan and his teammate Pratama. I think his setup in the wet was just that bit better, but in the dry, Dylan is really showing his prowess.
Yep, Dylan has stretched his lead. Right now, Maureen Pratama is 5.795 seconds behind Dylan Tan. That's quite a lot.
It's a considerable gap now because I think maybe Maulana's car, because he performed so well in the wet, I suspect his setup is just that bit softer. So now that it's in the intermediate conditions, or in the drying conditions, Dylan has managed to pull a gap. But however, now that the rain has come back on, I'm wondering whether Maulana might come back strong towards the end, you see.
But we need to take note as well because Dylan hasn't pitted yet. So maybe Rama is slowly, creeping up and just observing and trying to see some opportunity. I'm not so sure, but there could be.
But has Maulana pitted? That's the thing.
Maulana has. I think Maulana has already pitted. There's only left with Dylan Tan and Moreno Pratama, not mistaken.
Then that's a problem because Maulana is 5 seconds behind Dylan, correct?
Yep. Right now, for example, we have Maulana is like, I don't know. It stays 1 lap. I see the timing
but you
there.
Don't know exactly where on the 1 lap.
As you can see, now the timing there. But so let's take a look at it. Dylan Tan, 26:03.430. So Maulana currently in 3rd position is 1 lap, 12 laps. So there's 1 lap behind. So I think Dylan just playing his cards, and this is very important where he starts. He's making his decision to pit. So I think Maulana is really keeping an eye on that to try and see whether there's a possibility of him capitalizing on that.
It's going to be interesting towards the end. In the last 5 minutes, Dylan likes to dive in literally at like the last 5 minutes of the race. Well, we only got 2 minutes of the race remaining, so if Dylan doesn't jump in now, then when is he going to do it?
Is Dylan going to do what he did the last time where he pitted on it pretty late? But then we had some excitement there.
This is as late as it gets. It's 32 minutes 30. He's got to come in on this lap, man.
Well,
so this battle is still going on between Russell and Skyline.
Yep. It's like a never-ending tussle, isn't it?
Yeah, indeed.
All right, and in the far distance you can see Marco Wong trying his best to stay on track. He was like swerving left and right. But here we have the tussle. That's right, between Skyline and Russell Reyes. Okay, it's great. Actually, just found that Maulana is about 30 seconds behind. So I would say Dylan and Marina might have an advantage as they can get wet tires. What do you think?
Right, definitely.
Right, here we have the frustrated Russell Reyes. He may not be, but looking right now at this view, thank you so much, that we can see Dylan Tan currently just passing
Dylan Tan has gone into the pit.
So he has made the decision now. Marina Pratama will do the same thing as well.
Final lap. Final lap, guys.
Okay, we in. Marina Pratama, is he pitting as well? I suppose he would be as well. So it is Maulana and Fadli Rahmat right now. They're going to close that gap. But look at this. Skyline and Russell Reyes. And here's Fadli Rahmat. Okay, Fadli Rahmat currently his best time here was 1 minute 57.945 seconds. But no, this here. And this is... Here we have Andika Maulana Oh, look at that.
Dylan is coming out.
Yes,
that's
it's coming
Pratama.
in. Oh my goodness, what is
Okay,
this?
Dylan is out. He's just gone
Just
past
ahead.
Pops.
Yeah, this is
But
Marina Pratama.
Pratama is coming out slow.
And we have Andika Maulana in third position behind him. So didn't quite
Pratama
work
managed
out.
to get out of
Yep.
ahead of Maulana.
Oh, but Marina Pratama has a DT. Oh dear, drive-through penalty.
For going too fast, probably.
Yeah, but I
That's
suppose-
why. Yeah, speeding in the pits.
Yeah, he was
Right,
desperate to trying to
get
come out in front of Maulana, so that has worked against him. But then again, now
But then
this is what we
Maulana is
have.
now
Yep.
therefore going to be in second position. But how far is he? But yeah, Dylan's still got quite a bit of a gap
Yep.
from him. 27 seconds, right? Sorry, 8 seconds.
Yeah, 8.6 seconds ahead of his buddy,
Yeah.
Marina Pratama, and Maulana is 1.1 second. So Dylan Tan still has the advantage.
Definitely.
Yep.
Well, if he doesn't spin it, just race assist.
Yep, but here we have, this battle has been going on.
The
and
never-ending
Russell
battle.
Reyes, I know. What's happening, guys? He's trying desperately to make that maneuver, but this is a love-hate affair.
I love to hate you, and you love to you hate to love me, and I love to hate you. Yeah. there you go.
Yeah, look at this. Russell Reyes, would he do that? No, we know we've seen him do that last-minute ditch and stuff, but I don't think he's going to do it.
I don't think
here.
so. I think
Yeah.
Lai Sky's got it covered. Lai has already held him up for so many laps, so
Yeah, and that's
he
right.
just can't do it to Pops either.
Yep, and we know here we have Dylan Tan going for the checkered flag. He's just coming in, and we have Marina Pratama just holding back Andika Maulana, who's currently in third position. And yeah, I think it's going to be a 1-2, but then hard to say because Marina Pratama has to keep Maulana at bay.
He's basically got a drive-through penalty. He's not going to be able to finish second, so it's going to be
Yeah.
Dylan Tan and Maulana first.
Here we have
second.
Dylan Tan takes the
Nice.
checkered
Well done,
flag.
Dylan Tan finishes on first,
Yep, and here we have
Maulana.
Pratama and Maulana.
but he's got the drive-through penalty to
No.
serve, and Maulana
30
will
seconds, oh dear.
Yeah, Maulana finishes on track in third, but he'll be bumped up to second.
All right. Yeah, Fadli Rahmat. Fourth, then Sky Lai. Oh, Russell Reyes got overtaken by Marco Wong, is it?
How did that happen?
Oh no, what happened?
Oh
Hey, Marco Wong
But-
was way back behind.
no!
What
I think
happened? Oh my
Russell
goodness.
could have spun on.
Possibly.
some
That's the only way I
mistake.
can think. Guess there's no other
Yeah.
way again.
Oh well.
Yeah, and guess what? I think they did it. I mean, Revolt Pui Pui Racing has secured fifth and sixth position. That's
and sixth
booster
position.
points right at the neck at
Well
the
done.
last minute. My goodness, what a race! And of course Dylan as well. But Marina Pratama now with that 30-second ban, we need to do a bit of calculation to see exactly what happens.
he-
But yep, here we have it. Dylan
Yeah,
Tan is
Maulana,
first.
you see that? Obviously,
Yeah.
Maulana has been bumped up
Oh.
because of the drive-through. So, Pratama drops all the way to 7th position because of the drive-through. So,
That's
there you
right.
go.
So we have it here.
Don't speed in the pits, people.
So LR gets your booster points because they come in second and third position, then followed by
Well done.
Skyline, and Marco Wong has been bumped up to fourth and fifth. So there you have your booster points. But Dylan Tan, again, an exceptional performance. Well, basically did everything right. And Russell Reyes, stress. It's basically a thorn in his side for Pui Pui Racing, who's basically
Yep.
just giving him a headache. Deja vu. I mean, if he's
vu
thinking,
indeed.
if I was Russell for the next race, I think next he's just try to pry himself away from Pui Pui Racing.
He
But
can't seem to get. He's always, even the previous race, he was stuck in between them.
yeah, look at this. This is he's desperately trying to look back at it,
Where did
and
it go wrong for him?
So you look at the
Because
back. Yeah,
Look
he's
at how
just
far
trying.
Marco was at the
Yeah.
back.
So what
Okay.
what happened? You're putting your bet on maybe he spun out or something like that.
Uh-huh.
Let's see.
I think so. That's the only explanation I can come up with because. And then
there you go. Tries to overtake Sky Lai
He was-
and
Oh yeah.
He got
He went in,
burnt
he took too
out.
much
Oh my
curb, he
goodness.
spun off. And then some. Well, luckily Skyline got.
Whoa,
and
that was
that's how
close.
Marco took him.
I
Oh man,
see.
right on the last lap for the last few
Wow.
corners.
Oh, you'd be like, oh, why?
That was just asking too much because look, you can't take too much curb in the wet like that. You're just not going to get the car stopped on time, and you're going to get sideways. So he paid the price. That was a bit of basically desperation on the part of Russell Reyes, but anyway, live and let learn.
Yeah, I say on behalf of PP Racing, thank you very much, Russell Reyes. Not for that, because it gave them the opportunity for their booster points. So that's it.
Exactly, man.
Yeah, but I think Dylan Tan did exceptionally well, amazing, and even for Maulana, it's crazy. I mean,
But you see, Maulana when it was pure wet, right? Wow, his car. I tell you that setup that he has in his car and the way he's driving it, the turn-in speed, the way he could carry the speed in. Even Dylan was struggling to keep, to catch him. That's why he won the first race. But when the thing dried up, Dylan, his car and his setup, got into his own. So well done.
all right.
Well, let's see whether the conditions are going to be interesting. Will be mixed enough to mix up this race for race number 3.
Now let's looking at the weather right now. It's maximum 15 degrees, minimum 5 degrees, and yep, it's still wet.
Evil people you are at the race gods. Yes.
But anyway, yes, another half an hour of excitement in race 3. If you just joined us, welcome to the Asian Endurance Series, season 4, round 4. Lots of action happening right now, but currently on the grid we have Dylan Tan, Andika Maulana, Marina Pratama, Russell Reyes, Skylai, Fadli Rahmat, Avila Bahar, and Marco Wong, Aldo Balagulan, and Francis Matrillo. Still haven't come out exactly why Francis was disqualified, but we'll check more on that later on. So if you just joined us, well, as you can see, it's a wet day. It's Silverstone, not for the faint-hearted. So we have 30 seconds for the race start. Your final bet, you think you'll still finish the same way?
Yeah, I think it is based on Dylan's consistency. If he doesn't finish the same way, then I think he probably would have made some mistake or been involved in some incident. Touch wood, if it all goes according to plan, I think Dylan is very likely to be the one on the top step of the podium again.
Okay, session starting as of now. Now we know that Russell Reyes is ahead of Skyline. I think we did learn his lesson and try to keep that gap between himself and Skyline before that. But here we go. The rolling start, Dylan Tan, Maulana, and we have Pratama and Russell Reyes. No change since the qualifying, so they are going to try. This is their last chance, ditch effort to get as much points
Let's
as
see
possible.
whether Maulana can get the jump this time because it's still very wet.
I know.
Yeah.
Here we have it. Oh, look at the rain. Oh my goodness. Green light.
Go.
This is a sign for race 3.
Maulana's ahead.
Racing. Look at that. Can
But-
he? Oh, he's going to try.
Again, like I said, from the outside, Maulana's got that extra grip on his car setup and he's managed to stay ahead of Dylan.
And
He's going
Dylan's
to Megan
trying.
Beckett's, and yes, Dylan has to concede and give Maulana the lead. Look at the way the Maulana's car turns in, my friend. Yeah,
Aiyo.
it's just positive. Look at the transition, so positive. Dylan has to be slower on the transition. So in these wet conditions, I think Dylan would struggle because Maulana just has a better setup. But having said that, Dylan is not going to make it easy for Maulana. Oh, Pratama at the back looks like he's going to almost collect his teammate.
Oh, look at that. It's just, wow,
Look at that.
Amal is really trying to open a gap, but you've got Dylan Tan behind him, and Dylan Tan is the kind, how is he going to just close the
He
gap?
doesn't give up, man.
Doesn't.
Yeah. But look at it. Remember what I said? When it's wet like this, Maulana's car is just brilliant.
Look at that.
Look at the gap already. He's starting to pull. Not even. This is the Hamilton straight, turning into the whichever, I don't know, the steep section.
Oh, which is actually coming in the iron cleat here. Look at it around it. Look at the love hill. Here we go. This is where it starts to bunch up.
Yeah, it's
as
the
it
new section there, part, yeah. But look at his
I don't
drive. He
like
comes onto the power so early and drives out. He even rides the ripple strips. He has no
Look at
issues
that.
with it. It's like he's driving in the dry.
Unbelievable. Look at it.
Yeah. Setup, man. This is all about the setup.
Wow, this is it. Well, it's basically being very comfortable for the drivers to know precisely. I mean, all these practices, weather, dry weather, and the countless practices that they put in, that they feel comfortable and know this is the right setting for the race itself.
Yeah, conditions, because if you set up the thing for the wet, it's a bit of a compromise. If you set up the car for the wet, then it works much better for the wet, but less so in the dry then.
Oh, look at Pratama has spit it in.
Oh, Pratama has spit it in. Who's at the back of it?
Fadli Rahmat. Yes.
Rahmat as well. So the teammates from their respective, the co-drivers from the respective teams have gone in together.
Interesting area. Yep.
Whereas their leaders or their lead drivers are out in front. They're probably going to go for the late pit stop.
Yeah.
Basing on their previous trends.
And here you see Russell Reyes opening up a gap between himself and Skyline.
He's like, goodbye, good riddance. I don't want to see you guys. I don't want to see the tail of your rapid car anymore.
But look at it. Okay, Marco Wong has worked his way up to 5th position. So it's a buddy system in 4th and 5th currently right now for Pre Racing.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going after him.
They're going for broke, man.
Yeah, I know. Russell saying, stay away from me now.
Russell's putting his foot down and said, I'm out of here, man.
Man, you guys wedged me in race 2 and in the previous round, I'm not going to stop.
Man, I've had enough of this boat racing behind you.
Here you go. Oh, look at that. Ooh. Look at this. Nice. Well, looks like Maulana clocked in the fastest sector. And you can see he's just Dylan's just 0.600 of a second behind him. So he knows he's got to keep that distance between himself and Dylan and not make any mistakes.
Yep.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, it's cutting it a bit fine, touching that very slippery section skyline.
You know, GG's
Light sky.
Blue skies.
Blue sky, light sky. There's definitely no blue skies in Silverstone today.
No. Blue. Yeah, I mean, it's going to
wet
be that.
skies.
Look at that. Wet skies ahead. No, it's wet skies, nothing but wet. You just joined us. Welcome. This is the final race for round 4. We are into 25 minutes into race 3. Currently, we have Andika Maulana who's leading ahead of Dylan Tan by 1.2 per second. And third position, Russell Reyes and Sky Lion, Marco Wong, Aldo Balagulan, Marino Pratama, and Vladi Rahma and Francis Matrillo. Wet weathers is not deterring these guys because they're going to give it all they've got. Points, right? Lots of points here, and you can see some that got over.
Whoa, something's gone off. And,
I think it was Sky Lion.
yeah, man, this is the Asian endurance boat race.
Yeah, I don't know, but these guys know what they're doing, all right. But then again,
But Lice guy is up to 4th, man. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
but
man.
just again, the guys, the other teammates haven't hit it yet.
I can just only read Russell's mind right now. Stay away from me. Skyline, I like my swat. Okay, that's really line.
Russell Reyes in 3rd, huh?
Yep.
So hopefully
he
he can maintain that position. You know.
That's right.
under that
Oh,
podium.
Marco Wong just managed to turn in. He just went the grass cutting for a briefest of moment. He's having a bit of issue controlling the car, but then again, his recovery is still not that
Considering
bad.
the conditions, you know, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised everybody's
I
struggling
hate
a
this
little.
corner. It's all choked up. Everyone starts to pile up, and then here's Aldo Balagulan in 6th position.
The Aston Martin on its home track.
Yeah, man.
Because the Aston Martin Formula 1 team is actually based at Silverstone.
Yep.
So it'll be nice to see are they the only front engine car that's in the race? Yes, it is. Yeah. My underdog team. I always wanted to win. Come on, guys, you can do it. Pick up the pace. Balagulan, 6th place. Well done. Keep it going.
Okay, look at that. Everyone going through the chicane, and it's like a merry-go-round. Yeah, it's right down the line of Aldo Balagulan, doing exceptionally well right now, holding in his currently 6th position.
He's very smooth with
Yep.
the exit. Just needs to be maybe a little bit more mid-corner speed to and go threaten
Yeah.
the guys in the front. And this car should be easier to drive the wet anyway, because it's a front engine rear-wheel drive. You know, the mass centroid's further out. So in the wet, this is definitely an easier car.
I know. But you know what? Too bad there's no Bentley racing here. Otherwise, it'd be really boat racing.
Yeah, man.
As the Bentley is also affectionately known as the boat. But all right,
The
before
boat.
we get all excited and keep forgetting, but yeah, we're going to have a short break, and don't touch that dial. We'll be right back.
Penrite, a 100% Aussie company, pride themselves on their commitment to all forms of motorsport in Australia, from the very grassroots to competing and succeeding at the highest level. It's always been a big part of their DNA. And this real-world testbed for their products ensures the lubricants and fluids you buy for your vehicle have benefited from the development of being punished in a way that only competition can. Penrite, it competes, you win.
Welcome back to the Asian Endurance Series Season 4, Round 4. This is race number 3 with 21 minutes and 17 seconds left. Currently in the lead is Andika Rama Maulana, followed by Dylan Tan and Russell Reyes. Any change?
Yeah, Maulana is just basically opening the gap, but it's not such a big gap. I thought he would be stretching his legs a little bit more, but Dylan is definitely keeping him within striking range. That's the word. Definitely within striking range. It's
Like
not
the
like,
Cobra, the
he's
Cobra.
just disappeared off. Yeah.
Just
But,
keeping an eye. I got my eyes on you.
I got eyes on you. It's still less than 2 seconds to gap, but let's just see whether it expands. So far, Maulana is just comfortable out there in front. Doesn't have to deal with anybody's wake and spray. So I just love seeing this. Look at the way he just rode all that ripple strip and all that that slippery stuff, and didn't even affect the balance of the car.
Amazing. And of course, not forgetting, may I add, that Russell Reyes has successfully kept himself away from Skyline.
Yeah, look at it. Russell is really close to them.
Yeah, it's like, this is interesting. This is interesting.
You look at the setup. Yeah, you can see. You look at the suspension on Maulana's car. It's soft.
Yep.
Very, very compliant. He set it up very, very soft. Of course, if the track dries up, he's gonna struggle. Look at it. When you went over the bits just now, the bumpy bits, the car had a lot of wheel travel.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very apparent that his setup is a lot softer than the rest of them.
Yeah, just for me, it's really looking at these three, first, second, third, Maulana, Dylan, and Russell really putting in that extra oomph just to close up the gap between himself and Dylan, because he knows he's got his skylight that's really breathing down his throat anytime he makes a mistake. That's it.
Yeah, he's just he's got to get that gap away from or increase that gap from the skyline.
Yeah, but you did mention earlier on about Maulana. I mean, look at the way he's driving. It's unbelievable in that kind of condition.
That's a bit loose, but you see, even though he gets it a bit sideways, look at that. He's riding on that green stuff and he doesn't even, get it sideways. I don't know where he finds the grip from. His setup is just amazing. Look at the amount of curve he's taking.
I mean, I don't know how much better, but then does momentum also play a part if you keep...
No, for sure, because if you've got that extra grip on turn-in that the others don't have, you can carry that bit more momentum, and when you carry that bit more momentum on entry, and you can then, exit with that extra momentum, you're going to be faster. So there's obviously something in his setup that is giving him that bit more grip and therefore that bit more momentum. It's not like a big difference, but there is a difference, you know. And even if the difference is just confidence, right? It gives him that bit more confidence in the car. He can obviously then exploit the car harder, and basically pull away into a lead.
Yeah, you mentioned. Look at that. He just goes on the.
Yeah, he just goes over the green stuff, and he's not even worried about it.
And then most probably in the famous words of Maulana,
look at the back bouncing up and down a little bit. It shows it's very softly sprung.
Oh, look at that. Oh, it's making it look so easy.
Yeah.
Well, if you just joined us, welcome to the Asian Endurance Series Season 4, Round 4. We are currently in race number 3 with 17 minutes, 26 seconds to go. No change in the front. We have Andika Rama Maulana in first position, followed by Dylan Tan and followed by Russell Reyes. Wow. If they just keep on going like that, no. But then again, we need to see some of the other cars haven't pit yet, so we need to see first, how this unfolds. We've seen it on the previous rounds where a lot of the pit is done pretty late, but no, with positive consequences.
Yeah, everybody has got different styles. Some people, the teammates from the same team, they want to pit early. Then the other drivers in the same team, they pit later. So I think in these conditions, it's hard to predict which would be the right call.
Mm-hmm.
But I would still tend to, if I was racing here, I would go for the late pit stop. Because if you go for the late pit stop, if the conditions change, let's say the rain suddenly slows down, right? You can capitalize on the faster lap times. Mm-hmm. And then get your tires worn out when it dries up because you're running wet, and then basically come in at the last moment to get fresher tires.
Yeah, I think that's the first thing on your mind right now. But it's crazy because look at Maulana. He's going as though his tires is fresh.
Yeah, but he's not pulling away dramatically from Dylan. In fact, Dylan is holding station at 1.2 seconds the gap. So. And Russell is currently, what is it, about another 2 seconds behind. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, they're all within striking distance of each other. They are definitely on the, all, you can see all first, second, third, fourth, even Light Sky and the same straight. So.
But interesting, what's the strategy behind with Marino Pratama and Fadli Rahmat pitting earlier?
Possibly getting an advantage on the towards the end, because they didn't want to be caught up in traffic.
Okay.
So by putting in early, they let the guys in front pull away, so they're not fighting with them in traffic, and therefore they can come out in clean air and just drive and bang in fast times without being blocked or without being caught up in the race per se. Because whenever you're racing somebody, you're losing time.
Yeah.
See, so. For them, it's like, I don't want to be caught up with my leader. My leader's blocking me and I'm defending. So I'd rather pit in early and get a clean bit of track when I come out so I can just bang in fast times. So that will be, playing to their advantage towards the end.
Yeah, because it's interesting. I'm looking at the overall score on the left-hand side. You see from 6, 7, 8, and 9. Basically, the teammates, I would say that the lead, not the lead racer, but I know we're all in the team. They have already pitted. So you got Marino Pratama from Kubi Racing, Fali Rahmat LOR, you got Marco Wong from Pupri Racing, and you got Francis Matrillo from Volce Ragazzo, Veloce Ragazzo, correction. So maybe you're right. They just don't want to get.
Hold on, Light Sky is also pitted.
Yeah. So here we have Dylan Tan right now, currently in second position. He's still chasing Andika Rama Maulana, and I think I just have this feeling they're gonna pit together.
Yeah. But for the leaders, hold on a second. Dylan has got just posted in the fastest lap.
Yep.
But yeah, you're definitely going to see the top 4 guys pit in together. That's my bet.
No, I'm just scratching my head right now because I don't know whether if you have Rama and Dylan pitting, would Russell Reyes do the same thing, or you just want to stretch it again? Because the last time he did it on one occasion, It didn't come out that well though. So whether it would be wise for him to pit as well.
That's a good call. I think if I were Russell, I would basically let the leaders, the front two, go pit in one lap earlier. And then I would go on that once I have a clean air, I just basically try to, go as quickly as possible and see whether I can get a quick lap out of that one extra lap before I pit. But that's just my call on it.
Yeah.
Currently, it's not that Russell is being blocked in any way, so it wouldn't really make that much of a difference unless Russell can pull off some sort of magical, super one extra fast lap, before he pits it.
Yeah. Because
It's not going to be much of a difference whether he pits on the same lap as the leaders or he pits in later.
Yeah. It always interests me in terms of, like, example, if you want to pit in, there must be like a fixed timing between you and the car in front in order to gain from that strategy.
Because for example, if the car in front of you and the car and then your car, if for example, if there's the 10-second gap, right, to go from the pit in line until your boxing section, and then you come out, it takes 10 seconds, for example. Your gap, if you want to close the gap on him, you better make sure that you got less than 10-second gap between the guy in front and you pitting. If you got more than 10 seconds, then the gap, then you're not going to be able to come out in front of him. If you got less than 10 seconds, then you can get out in front of him. That's basically the game that you're playing.
But these are all susceptible because this is taking into consideration that you're not being blocked or anything, right? So imagine like a Russell.
Of course, yeah. So if you get a run, and you're trying to make time, you got to make sure that you got a clear track. Dylan has overcooked it.
Struggling, but holding on to it.
Okay, he hasn't lost his position. It's fine. There's no penalty as well. And the car looks still in fairly good nick.
Yep, he was like skidding a little bit and he controlled it and he went straight, but that's the only way for him to get back in the race. So like you mentioned, it's not all's not lost. It's still in second position.
All's not lost, yeah. The gap's still about the same, 1.3 seconds. He's probably just lost 0.1 second. That's about it, but yeah.
All right, here we go.
So the gap, but the both of them, if let's say Maulana were to pit first and Dylan went for an extra lap, right? And assuming both pit stops take 10 seconds for both of them. If for some reason Dylan could pit, say for example, 1 second faster, potentially Dylan then could actually, or if Dylan can go 1 second quicker while Maulana is in the pits for that one lap, he could potentially come out ahead of Maulana. You see what I'm saying? So because if he can make the speed, potentially maybe he's blocked by the spray of Maulana or something like that, or he can't focus properly because he doesn't have the clear track. But now that if Maulana pits early and then Dylan stays out one more lap and then goes faster by say a second a lap, right? Then when he does his pit stop, he could potentially come out door to door, maybe even slightly ahead of Maulana. You see? So anyway, that's the what if scenarios, and that's what the strategists on the team are always thinking about.
Yeah, maybe anything can happen right now, but then again, we have to see that there's only like 3 of them haven't pitted yet. You got Andika Maulana, Dylan Tan, and Aldo Balagulan. So the rest all have pitted. So
Russell's pitted already. So it's going to be interesting to see where they end up, but the gaps are big. The time second, 22 seconds gap. It should be fine.
Russell Reyes is chasing Pratama is in front of him, so he is hoping that to close up the gap. But he's really getting, because Marino Pratama he pitted much earlier on, and yet we saw even Fazli Rama went in together. It was like both of them. Okay, let's go in together.
Well, this Russell has found this is Pratama, right?
Yes, that's right, Pratama.
Pratama is struggling to keep Russell at bay. Because Russell is a bit like a hound dog, when he sees the tail of a car, he just goes for it.
about a hound dog. You recall back the last time when Dylan was leading and Marino pitted, and then Russell Reyes did exceptionally good race. Oh, but just talking about that, Russell Reyes has gone off.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, you're saying about the race.
Yeah, so because Russell Reyes did exceptionally well on lap, that he actually came out ahead of Marino Pratama and prevented them from getting their booster points.
Exactly. That's the kind of things that you can do when you have a clear track. You might be able to focus better and just bang in a fast lap, and just push it towards the end of the life of your tire, and you make up that 1 second or two out there, while the guy's in the box. And then by the time you do your pit stop, you come out, you might be coming out ahead slightly or side by side with them. So here we go. Pratama seems to have the handle on it. Russell is trying as best as he can, but can't seem to really close the gap.
Yeah.
If anything, the gap looks like it's expanding a little bit.
Yeah, so you can see, I think basically Maulana is just way ahead with the Dylan, and it's just between the two of them, because look at Aldo Balagulan, he's like 24.7 a second.
But the gap between Maulana and Dylan hasn't really changed throughout the race. It's only 1.4 seconds now. Dylan basically probably, going off just now at Cox and all that. He probably lost 0.1 seconds because at the start it was 1.2, now it's about 1.4. There's really nothing much in it between the gap. So I don't know whether Maulana is just taking it easy or or does he have extra capacity in him to pull away because when the pit stop window comes in, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like looking in race 2, I think Russell Reyes knows he's got a chance. If he plays his card right, he'll be getting some important crucial points. So right now, she's really trying all best to stay away, because now I would actually say that Skylight is way behind.
Way behind. You could tell. I mean, Russell is definitely a little quicker than Skylight. Especially on the braking, turn in, and stuff like that. So he just needed that shall we say, open track space to put his head down and just go for it.
Yeah, and we saw Skylight did exceptionally well, just holding him back. It's so frustrating for him, I suppose.
Yeah, definitely. Well, you can see his space is pretty. He's rocking it.
Yep. And we have Marino Pratama just happily holding him back and just going to work. So you can see Dylan Tan from a distance.
Oh, very evil, the AES people.
Evil?
All the racers wet.
What? Okay lah. This is the season.
It's the season. Feel sorry for the mechanic to clean the car after that. Everywhere also wet, inside, outside. The drivers also probably wet themselves, driving in these conditions.
Yep, wet is the thing. Wet is the new look and feel of it at this point in time. Well, just join us. Welcome to the Asian Endurance Series Season 4, Round 4 boat race. Boat race. And we only got like 4 minutes and 29 seconds left in race 3. Currently in the lead is Andika Rama Maulana. And this is it. Aldo Balagulan, Dylan Tan. It's pitted. According to the chart here, did he pit?
Yes, he did.
He did, right?
We didn't see it.
He didn't see it.
Got it sideways.
Dylan. He caught it in time.
Car control's good.
That was close. That was close.
That was a big oversteer, man.
Yeah. That was a scare. Ooh.
Yeah, he did pit. But we didn't see it.
So you only left with Maulana and Balagulan. You left yet to pit.
Oh, here we go. Speaking of the leader.
Yep.
Andika Maulana pits in.
Oh, this is interesting. Now, Dylan Tan, what can he do?
Dylan Tan is in third place.
Oh, look at that. He's really pushing it.
I think he's going to come up. It's going to be interesting.
All right, so he is currently in the behind Aldo Balagulan.
Yep.
And we have Maulana, who's pitted. So he's going down the stretch. Can he... Oh, here we go. Maulana has made his move. You better watch his speed, if not he too.
Oh,
Nice.
come on, Maulana, he can do it.
Oh, look at that. He's out. Yep.
Yep, he's just out just.
Oh, look at that.
fractions of
Well
a
planned.
second. That was very, very well executed. Beautiful.
Oh my goodness, look at that. Dylan Tan saying,
Man, oh man. Dylan probably is like, oh, if I didn't have that oversteer just now on the previous lap coming out of Cox, maybe I
yep.
could get closer. It was a good save though on his part, but yeah, you lose a bit of time when you get a bit sideways.
Oh, look at that. The clock, not much time left. Can he do something? Or is this one more feather in the cap for Maulana, who's showing his skill, amazing. Driving in wet
Crazier things
surfaces.
have happened in the last lap of the last corner, remember? Like the previous race for Russell Reyes and Skyline.
Yeah.
And Marco Wong was like, oh man, I'm going to finish. Oh, no, I'm not going to finish last. Oh, looky here, what's happening?
Oh, he's got like 30 seconds. Marco Wong. Oh no. All right, exciting times.
Yeah, somebody's got a...
Yep, Marco Wong is in 9th. Yep, 32nd.
Stop go penalty.
Yep.
Oh man, what did he do wrong?
I don't know. All right, here we have Dylan Tan giving all he's got. You know, he's got not much time, and it's not easy.
1 minute 30 seconds. I think this is just the penultimate lap already. Once they pass the
Russell Reyes. Russell Reyes. Here we have. We've seen Russell Reyes. He's having visibility because Maria Pratama is really blocking his way. He's going to go turn in there.
This is nice racing. Oh, slide over so they caught it beautifully. Keep going, kid.
Go. The attack. Here we go.
Russell Reyes is very aggressive driving style.
Yep.
Super laser brakes, ABS is pounding away.
Oh, look at that. What do you think? He's just trying very hard, and Maria Pratama just want to hold it. Yep. Hold it in because remember this booster points on the plate for Dylan and Moreno because they are currently enjoying the second and third. And Russell Reyes just wants to do what he always does in the previous round, is that sticking it up in between them. But then, no, you're not going to get any 10 points. But Moreno's really doing a fine job just holding it. It's not easy. And just finding the thing is, it's like, you know, Moreno just doing a skyline for him.
Yeah, because you see, with Moreno's spray, Russell is really struggling to, when he gets closer to him, it's very hard to see it cycling. Look at that. You can't even see the apex of the chicane, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You've got to go by feel. So it's hard to really close the gap. Whoa, big oversteer.
And here we have Andika Maulana, our current leader. And he knows he's got Dylan Tan through. It is the last lap. Here we go. This is a very crucial bit. If there's a big spin-off, that's it.
Oh yeah, can't afford a spin of any kind.
But we know Maulana being the cool guy.
Dylan will just pounce on him. The gap is now down to only 0.7 seconds between him and Dylan. So there's nothing much in it.
Oh, this is
no errors.
This is the chicane. I mean, Maulana has given us like a master class in driving in a wet surface.
For sure.
Yeah.
He's a standout driver today.
All right, here he goes. He's got this. He's got this. There's no way. All right.
Never say never.
Yep, never
Gotta
say
take
never.
the flag.
There we go.
Okay.
Oh, hi, there we go.
Well done to Maulana for winning this very challenging race.
Yep, and Dylan Tan as well. Okay, in securing second position, and Moreno, Pratama, and Russell Reyes. What's happening at the back there? Pratama, yep.
Pratama takes it to third,
and Russell Reyes fourth.
Well done. Nice guy too. And our
Aldo Balagulan.
My Aston Martin, my favorite one, finishes in 7th. Well done.
All right, anyway, race streak concluded.
Where's Petrillo, his teammate?
Petrillo, here we
Coming
go.
in.
Yep.
There we go.
Eight.
Petrillo is coming in for eighth position.
All right, and of course we know Marco Wong. He's got the stop go in 30 seconds.
30-second penalty for doing something naughty, I guess.
Like we say, doing something naughty. What do you do naughty now? I don't think so.
Naughty boy.
Yay! But yeah, as promised, lots of action, but really a masterclass act from Maulana. Really, I don't know how he did it. I mean, like we know I've tried it before. It's race. It's not easy. Okay, it's
Not easy in those conditions, man. Have you tried it in the wet yet, Zach?
Haven't. I know.
No, I can tell you that's really not easy.
I'll tell you, right, most of it I'll be going straight.
Yeah, because if, let's say you're following somebody in front and they have the spray.
Yep.
Wow, it's hard to see, as you saw.
All right, here we go. Andika Rama Maulana takes the checkered flag for race number 3 with a time of 31 minutes, 1.876 seconds, followed by Dylan Tan and Marino Pratama. And looking at it right now, Kubi Racing has collected a bit more of the booster points. So that's really good for them, and this would basically stretch their lead. What an exciting round this has been. Like I said earlier on,
I don't think the drivers will agree with you.
don't.
That's beyond exciting. They'll be like, oh
we'll see
man,
the what is this vet?
They're so glad that this race is over already. They're like, oh, we hate these guys. Yes.
We evil. But we see, we keep to our promise. We told them we're gonna have a very exciting race. So if we see it's not exciting, we just throw in the rain.
It wasn't us. It was the race gods. I don't know what the race gods decided.
Yeah, but out of the 3 races, which one was your favorite?
Definitely the second race. I think the second race, because it was changing conditions, wet to dry. So it had quite a bit of, and then that little ding dong battle with Russell and Skylight. It's like until the last one.
Look, it's
literally like what we say.
It's
anything can happen at literally the last lap. At the last corner.
But is this deja vu for Russell? Because I've seen this before.
Yeah.
Again, oh no, he's playing in this time round. But when he race 3, he did well. And I mean, I think
Russell's aggression, it is his strength as well as his weakness. But that's why it's good to watch.
Yeah. So who stood up for you in this round?
Andika Maulana, without a doubt. It's not just his driving. I think he did that smart compromise based on the briefing, and he says, this guy's an interesting race, probably going to be wet, so I'm going to set up my car with a little bit more bias towards the wet, and it shows. So he took that chance. You can tell in his setup, in his confidence in his car, and kudos to him, man.
Yeah, he make it look so easy, man, really.
Yep.
All right, well, we'll come to the end of round 4 of the Asian Endurance Series Season 4. What a race it was, and like what Dennis has said, maybe they don't agree with me, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed it as your viewers. But do remember to join us for our final round, as we will be heading to Spa-Francorchamps. The registration period starts from the 15th of when is this? Oh, I made a mistake again.
No, wrong. Not April. It's supposed to be 15th of June, I think.
Sorry, my fault. I made it so. But don't forget to mark that down on your calendar. That's the last race, 12th of June. So it happens to be Father's Day as well. So maybe we can have some Father's Day song, but okay, we leave it as a separate bit, all right? So before we sign off, we would like to thank all of our sponsors, Penrite, The Brake Shop, K&N Motivation Accessory, and MSS Motorsport Singapore for sanctioning this series. Well, okay, we've come to the end, and we just like to say, Dennis, thank you so much again. I've learned so much, and I think we had a really fun promoting our go-kart bit. And remember those guys, the dates are... We're expecting to see you there. I'm also expecting to see myself there as well. All right. So, but it's always a pleasure, Dennis. Thank you so much. It's always fun.
Always a pleasure to host,
especially with the rain. With the rain, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry for the drivers, but it was damn good. It was a good show.
Okay. In the meantime, for all our participants, remember, keep practicing. And for our followers, thank you so much for your support. We'll see you all on the 12th of June for more action excitement as we head to Spa-Francorchamps for round 5 of season 4 of the Asian Endurance Series. So on behalf of Dennis and myself, stay safe, healthy, and we will see you soon. Bye for now.
Ciao.